Here we are.
We're back yet again. Storm King's thundering up in the BrynShander area, getting our butt whooped by DMP. Wave DMP. I just want to kick out some thank yous to some folks that have been like content creators that we're working with. Herbidian Tales, I just met you this week on the interwebs, and I'm pouring through all your PDFs for your backer kit. And I put it in our Discord as well. We'll see if we can get some more followers for you. Maybe down the line we'll get a random encounter with you guys. We're sitting at 543 followers. We're not doing this for the subs. We're doing it for the follows, so we can get, together as Stronghold out there in the world. Sorry if I sound like Dick Vitale right now. A lot of travel. I've touched a lot of dirty doorknobs the past 2-3 weeks, so it gave me the super new flu. But we're at 543 followers. If we can make it to 550, we'll do another Wandering Emporium giveaway. It's a book of nice, tight cardboard minis that have little stands. Brilliant art from these guys as well. And before I pass it off to Skylar, if he's got any additional notes, if you're feeling depressed, down, or blue, or bullied, feel free to dial or text 988. They're specialized counselors for just about anybody. So over to you, Skylar.
I'll just mention real quick, we are going to GaryCon next year. So if anybody out there is watching and is going to GaryCon up in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, we will be there, and would love to meet you guys while we're out there. And
we're gonna try to do a drink up as well, right?
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
A tap room or something.
Yeah, trying to set up the details, but if we can get enough people to meet up with us, we will definitely set that up. We would love to meet everybody that comes on up there. So with that, I think we are in a cistern full of poo.
Well, there is that. I'm going to be really nice to people today. Well, nice to two of you, not to the other three. Because two of ours are currently about to do some traveling, they've not got access to all their stuff. So I'm not going to make them do the recap today because I'm nice like that. So the people that get
Hey, I'm just saying my memory is amazing.
Do you want to be in on the recap? It's your choice.
Hell yeah, because this would be a wild recap if I'm the one that does it.
Okay. Zora's doing the recap. Done.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Nicely volunteered there.
Okay, so there was supposed to be a roll-off still, but okay. Let me take another sip of wine.
We all got 20s, you got a 1.
And it's roll lower.
Damn, okay. All right, well, good afternoon for everybody who is joining in and just now joining in from the home game. This is Zora, and I'll be your hostess with the mostest for today. If you were following along 2 weeks ago, our team was in the dungeons. Before getting to the dungeons, however, we had that crazy fight. There might have been a door, there might have been a portcullis. We got split, the party was split. Fight, open the portcullis. Or fight, and then down into the dungeons. Hey, what's that smell? I don't know. Is it dark? Is it light? Nobody knows what we're doing. Hey, do we want to walk slide across the poo? Do we want to get in the damn boat, guys? Get in the boat. The boat is fine. No, somebody slides, falls in the water. Ew, now poo water. Somebody else slides, falls in the poo. More poo for you. Finally, once everybody gets in the boat or slides down the poo, we go around the corner, and into the room. And hey, guess what? Hey, was that the bad guy? Is that the bad guy getting beat up by a badder guy? Suddenly find that red tiefling being beat up by a white tiefling is a bad thing. White tiefling disappears, red tiefling disappears. Everybody's happy. More fight. And Gary dies. Sorry, Noina dies. Slightly. He's only mostly dead. That brings us to today, where everybody's hanging by a thread or half their health points. Let's hope we've got some ways to heal some people, and moving on. There's your recap.
That was very good, except for one thing. What caused the fight to start in the first place?
I blame Tim.
The slap heard round the world.
No, that was definitely Zora starting shit.
Okay, to be fair, the slap heard around the world was 2 sessions ago. And then I'm just saying, because I didn't know where I was going, I shouldn't be blamed for a fight starting. But once we got down into the dungeons, I believe Tim was triggered, straight up triggered by a tiefling.
That's
I thought
fair.
Tim knocked over the statue, and then Moriana did a moonbeam on the tiefling.
Yeah, there was
might have been that
some property damage going on with a statue. Yeah, there was some property damage. Yeah. No, thank you very much. Good recap, and you
There were
get
also
advantage.
non-consensual touching by Gary. There by knowing
There was a lot of literal grab ass.
There's a lot of slapping asses. Yes.
My tail feathers will go untarnished, thank you.
So it was an interesting encounter. Lots of them last time. And I think, obviously, Neunek is paying for that. That's why he ends up with 0 hit points. He was just inappropriately, has its consequences eventually, you see. Right. So, at the end of the last fight, the white tiefling obviously gave you a warning, appeared as a little bit of a headless vision, and left. Currently, Neunek is unconscious. The rest of you are sort of breathing heavily. What do you want to do?
Heal Noitek.
Well, it's like, listen, guys, I'm out of heals. How do we help Neunek?
I've got lay on hands. I can go over there and hook him up.
Well,
I've got 3 healing potions still.
I'd save those. If she was gonna pull those out, I'd be like, ooh, let's save those guys.
I'll tell everybody, don't worry, I already smell like fish, so don't worry about this. And I pull Neunek out and put him on the paella pan.
If you guys
You're gonna cook Neunek?
No, but
you guys want?
Yeah, that was going to be my question in character.
no, it's a good spot to put a person that doesn't need to be in the poo.
It's a poop pan.
It's a poo pan right now, yeah.
So, are you going to lay on hands Neunek?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him.
Can I have a perception check when you touch him, please?
Oh boy. Oh, he's poisoned. Before I touch
Just
him,
give me a perception check. You haven't rolled anything yet.
I can't
You do have
see
advantage.
anything.
You do have advantage on this roll, so.
Oh, I have advantage. Okay.
Hey, thanks for the follow tracker and welcome.
18, sir.
Yeah, when you actually put your hand on his chest to sort of heal him, he feels exceedingly warm, and I mean, like nearly like feverishly warm.
Does he seem poisonedly warm?
No. When you put one heal into him, his eyes open. He's not sweating. He's not that. He's just a lot hot. Like,
which
Okay.
should cure diseases in etc. etc.
yeah.
I'm not really sure since I'm not a real paladin is what I'll tell him. I don't know what that'll do to you, Neunek, but I think you feel better.
It doesn't affect the heat, but he does. His eyes does wait. It sort of comes to, but
Oh,
he is.
wait, yeah, he's got a booger monster inside of him. The admin, I know something's up, but Sir Tim knows jack shit.
You know that he's extremely hot, though. That's all I'm saying at the moment. You know that.
Like Avernus level, or
Do we need to get you out into the snow?
like hotter than you would be if you had a fever.
Neunek, you okay, buddy? You seem pretty hot. You need anything?
Thanks.
I
think
I'm gonna lift it.
Aww, they're flirting.
I'm gonna lift up the paella pan and make sure there's no fire underneath it. Is there a fire underneath the paella pan?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna
I'm not
put
cooking
a piece
it.
of cloth and chill it a bit, like with prestidigitation, and put it over his head. So
As
here
you actually
go.
put it on his head, you do have like a bit like a tss as it starts to touch him. But
Oh man, they're burning up.
The red
How many-
tiefling.
I'm gonna swing my feathers and kind of cool them off with the air, like my wings.
Okay.
With a
So
nice
what was that, Tim? What's that, Tim?
I'm gonna go search the dead tiefling.
Oh, okay.
First, I'm gonna kick him square in the sack to make sure he's dead. That's proper technique.
He's definitely dead.
Doesn't that violate an oath or something?
No.
He's dead.
Also, thank you,
Yes, you're a
Dragon
nice guy.
Fanked. Thank you, Dragon Fanked, for the follow.
Look, Zora, stay off my back.
Oh,
I'm just saying, you got us into this.
I mean, you want to be the paladin? Let's switch. I think you're a better paladin than me. Let's do this.
I definitely don't want to be a paladin.
okay. So as you are going through Kaldroth's items, you find a note written in Abyssal. Does any of you speak Abyssal
Nah.
or write Abyssal? Or
But it looks like it's written in pure Satan, though, right?
yeah, definitely pure Satan. Yes.
Nope. No Bissell.
Okay. You also find a ring on his hand that when you take the ring off it, it turns into like a little bunch of keys.
Neat.
I'm up
That's
flip it.
neat.
Flip it to my boy Noinet.
When you pick this up, Noynek, it's got 6 or 7 keys on it. Looking at it, they come off. All you got to do is pull it, and they come off really easily. But when you put the ring on, all the keys disappear.
That's neat.
I've seen lock and key. Careful where you put those things.
Can I do an Arcana check on that?
Yep, it's definitely magical, and it's got transmute. You don't even need to make a roll for it because it's obviously magical and it's transmutational in magic.
Okay.
So it's,
Anything that I've seen before?
no, the keys don't seem to be magical, but it looks like some fancy way of just keeping your keys from jangling around.
Okay. Simple enough.
Huh. That was it? That was our count check? It's a keychain?
It's a keychain. It's a keychain that the keys appear when you take it off, and when you put it on your ring, a little key ring, they disappear. So, for convenience sake, nothing special.
It doesn't have like a cool name like the ring chain of keychains.
It has a really cool name called the Ring of Keys.
Ooh, clever.
Ooh.
Says
Alright.
what it does exactly on the tin.
And there's 6 keys.
Yep.
He said 6 to 7. So which was it? 6 or 7?
Put one in my chest. Put one in my chest.
I don't know. Paladin can't count that high.
He
So
doesn't
we're in
have-
a room right now, right? Can I do an investigation check or a perception check to see if I see any other doors or any other like blocks that we can use these keys on?
Sorry, Tim. No, you look. As you get there, you open you look at the keys a bit more. As you start pulling them off, one of them you pull off the key ring and it goes into like a really quite a nice size. Looks like it must be a key to sort of, you would say probably one of the big front doors to the keep or something like that. Then there's 4 similar size ones that look like they're for little locks, and 2 that are just for medium size. So there is 7.
Well, I'm gonna take I'm gonna show the group the message written in Abyssal. You know, I'm gonna fold it up. I'm like, we should probably get this deciphered. Find a priest or somebody, but it looks like this does not look chill.
Okay, so if you remember down here, there were 3 rooms that you would go in. This was your second room.
Yeah.
So there is another room that you go across. So as you take your time and effort and be nice, you don't need to view those. This is just in the mind, Tim. You open up a door, and inside the door are 4 people chained to the wall, and in the middle there is a humanoid encased in ice up to the waist. He's got a slightly bluish skinned skin with pure white eyes and black hair. Over it, he's got markings of various beasts. The main one, though, is of a tiger right across its chest.
Nice. Kind of looks bad.
Like a tiger in the way that I have a mark of, like a bear across my back?
Yes.
Oh.
Like exactly the same way.
I'm gonna whisper to Zora. Hey, we saved some people. This is good. This was good.
Yeah, like let's get that guy out, but because I bet he might be able to help us. Just a little extra smidge on the smacky.
The guy in the ice is dead. He is frozen solid and dead. And looking at him.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, and there seems to be quite a large hole around his neck area, as if something's burst out.
Alien.
Okay, so I look at him, give like a little nod, like like quick nod to a fallen brother, and go, okay, can we unchain the other folks?
Okay, as you start to unchain them, just to say, there are 4 people here. They are all. One introduces themselves as Lanthis. I am Speaker Crannock's assistant. And as you let them down, he said, I appreciate that the barbarian in front of he had something inside him. Is the white tiefling gone? Is she gone?
Everything's okay.
Well, she's disappeared for a bit, but I don't know if she's like gone.
Well, and as you say, he spits on the floor and goes, "It was the one of the Uthart barbarians been brought in. Said something about paying tribute, and it was brutal. It was brutal. Frozen in front of us, and then this. It was like a mini devil thing burst out of its throat and landed on this lady's hand, and then disappeared in some flames. It was very much.
Sounds horrifying.
It was. We thought they were going to do the same to us, but then there was some commotion and they left. But honestly, we thought we were next. Please help everybody else. So you got.
Okay, sorry to clarify. Yeah, to clarify the point of dialogue, the barbarian was brought in and the barbarian was sacrificed, and that's when the little demon thing popped out?
Yeah, the barbarian.
Okay, so the barbarian was the sacrifice.
Yeah, the barbarian was a sacrifice. He is a member of the Uthgard barbarians. I'll give a bit of history because obviously we've covered it a couple of times, but it's easier just to understand what it is. There's 2 types of barbarians in the Frozen North. One is the Rehag barbarians, which are generally the good ones. There's a couple of bad apples in amongst them, but they are generally the wandering ones that do what they are generally pretty not well liked. Then you've got the Uthgard barbarians. Let's just say none of them are nice. They are bad people. They do a lot of raiding, a lot of pillaging. They generally just want to cause chaos wherever they go. And looking at this barbarian in front of you, he looks like he would be a member of the Red Tiger tribe.
Okay, and would Zora know if she fell in, if people around her categorized her into one side or the other, or would she know that, like, hey, they look at her and go, you're not one of these?
You're definitely not one of the Uthgard barbarians, mainly because looking at this person's skin, one of the characteristics of the Uthgard barbarians, no matter where they came from, they go under some sort of ritual in sort of indoctrination, and they all come out with jet black hair and white pupilless eyes.
Okay, cool, thank you.
And this guy looks like a drow.
This guy's his skin's actually quite white for this because he's been frozen, but he's got white eyes and black hair.
Oh, okay.
All right, and are we able to free the 4 people chained to the wall?
Sorry, what was that? Pleep?
Yeah, how big is he?
This guy is a good sort of 6.5 feet tall, built like typical barbarian size, nicely chiseled.
I also like one like Goliath or whatever, like.
No, humanoid. So the first person you got is Lanthus, is the speaker off the wall. Next one is Elprak, is basically a butler. He's reasonably old as well. You then got Malabara, which is the speaker's wife, and you've got Tam Sharf, which is he's a mute, small in stature, and he's basically they are the housemaid.
But didn't
And they thank you very profusely. They look like they were, when you came in there, they were just staring at the barbarian in front of them, expecting to be next.
didn't that ring of keys have four small keys?
Yep.
Maybe those keys open those locks.
When you try that, they all open the locks eventually, and they all come down quite successfully with no problems. You now, if you want to take, there are 4 sets of manacles with keys that you've got if you want to take them.
Heck yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and just stuff those in my bag. I'm also going to find, what is it, the speaker's wife? This is the guy we found upstairs, right?
Yep.
I'm going to just sort of give her the quick, like, okay, here's where he's at. We've unlocked everything. You should be able to go up and get your husband. Godspeed. Go take care of him. Blah, blah, blah.
She goes,
I say nice things.
Has any of the guards survived at all?
I think so. So I mean, we control like one funnel left here. If you guys want to take a short rest before we walk back up, because I think there's still more guards, right?
Yeah, there's like 6 guards left.
You guys want to hold squat for an hour and get some rest?
She turns.
That sounds like a good plan.
She goes, I need to get out of here. The smell down here is horrible.
You can, like, ma'am, you can wait 1 more hour for the rest of your life. Trust me.
She looks quite like fine, and she goes and sits down in the corner.
I can deal with that. I can go down an approval rating.
The four of them are just sort of trying to keep warm in the corner.
I'll give them what I have. I can borrow my jacket for a little bit. I want it back though.
She's like, "Oh,
Okay,
that's
so we're
really
all
nice.
taking like a quick short rest.
I like that Yeti coat. I'll keep that."
Oh no, I don't think so. No, I'm sorry, ma'am. This is mine.
Well, for the next hour, I'll play them some soothing music to, increase their morale a little bit. And if we're taking a short rest, then everybody can take an extra 1d6 hit points if you spend anything on hit die.
You can all take a short rest. You can all level to level 5.
Oh.
Yay!
You'd sorted out previously. That's fine. Gary, just a little bit of heads up. Whilst you are resting, you are feeling extremely hot, and going through your mind was what was said to you before about finding someone to help you out with the sort of your sort of mental block you've got on part of your family, that you need to talk to somebody, and you know that you have been told you could talk to somebody, and hopefully you are going towards the barbarian tribes. Maybe someone there can help you, but at the moment it seems to be it's getting worse. You are definitely a lot hotter than you were when you were back in BrynShander.
I'm gonna kind of lean up against that Ice Cube Barbarian's Ice Cube and see if it helps cool me off a little bit.
Yeah, you obviously, guys, you're all resting. You do see Noynek, instead of just leaning back with his back against this frozen barbarian, just nonchalantly, just propped up. It's somewhere to rest his back. He's not doing it. Honestly, he's not doing it because it's cold. Honest.
Now that I've appeared to have another spell slot, would Lesser Restoration cure this affliction?
You don't know.
Well, I'll give it a try. It's my
You don't get your spell slots until a long rest, mate.
I think when I get a long rest, I might be able to help you, buddy.
We don't get a third level spell slots?
Not yet.
At a long rest. You get your level now, but you don't get your actual ability to cast the spell until your long rest is up.
I did a long rest. Okay. Fair enough.
I'll see if I can haggle something out of the DM. No.
Your DM's a dick. Oh, sorry. Right.
That's what I heard.
Right. After an hour or so, you sort of feel a bit more refreshed. You shared some food and stuff with the 4 prisoners. They all seem a bit happier now. So what are you going to do? Are you going to leave the cistern? Are you going to leave the prisoners here? What's the plan?
I think we can at least check out the cistern because there's some more doors on the other side. I don't want to come out here and then have some baddies in our backfield. So I think
Let's check it.
we should
I'm
go
gonna
check
go with
it out.
I'll go with you, Tim.
Okay. So if you and Tim, could I just have some dexterity saving throws, please?
Okay.
I smell like poop. Got 2.
Oh, got a 9.
Okay, both of you smell like poop. Both of you,
man.
you slipped a little bit.
I cast prestidigitation and clean it off.
I'm just gonna, and the water's like only like halfway up my waist, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sludge across the other side. Once I fall in a little bit, I'm going all the way in.
Okay.
So halfway to you is like to my chest for me, but I'll follow and then I'll clean it. I'll spend some time to clean us off with prestidigitation at the end of it.
Thanks, Pleep. I appreciate it,
You're
buddy.
welcome. Hey, you know that's why I'm here. We're good. We're clean. We smell fresh. You know what? A little bit of the pine. Yeah, I like that pine. A little bit, make it
Nice.
so nice.
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 There you
As
go.
you-
Right
as
here
you
up
get-
the lip, Tim.
There's 2 doors in front of you. As you get there, they are both slightly ajar. As you start to look in, they both lead into the same room. And inside here are various boxes and sacks and the odd rat that is chewing through various things and scurrying around, but not causing you any problems. It looks like it's a old, disused storage area of some kind. Doesn't look like anyone's been down.
Can I hold down the X button and expand to see all the things?
You
I
can do.
see?
You can do.
Systematically?
You can do that if you want, but you'd need to roll a perception check or investigate an
Right.
investigation check.
I'm gonna help him out. I'm gonna do an investigation check too. I'm gonna look and be like, oh, what's going on here? All right.
13.
Okay. What'd you get, Pleep?
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, 1 second. Sorry, I'm on my phone here doing this. Oh, nice. Okay. 24.
Nice, dude.
Impressive. As you're looking through, most of the goods down here are rotten or very much past their best, should I say. However, with that roll, you do manage to find a small cask of ale in the back that seems relatively untouched and secure. It's about a quarter gallon of dwarven ale.
Hey, thanks for the raid, off-duty otter. Welcome.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you want me to-
Welcome. Hey, it's time to start blessing things, Tim. Let's bless some of these feathers. Let's do it.
Yeah. For tier.
For tier.
Whoa.
So,
Hey,
so
I-
let's drink
I-
about half. Let's drink half of it and then tell them we found a half of cask of ale.
I don't think we want to drink this. This stuff is like 80 proof. We gotta,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, we'll
But-
drink a little bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a nice keep to hang out in tonight, rest up, and maybe we'll save this for us.
All right.
80 proof sounds about right for me.
Oh,
No,
my
so
God.
So you go back to the party, you explain what you found. There's no other rooms down in the cistern that you can go to at the moment, Tim. So what's your guys' plans? Are you going to leave the 4 prisoners down here, or are you going to just... Okay. Okay. So how are you going to get these wonderful people across the shit-filled cistern.
I think
Zora and
I have 1 hour left on the paella pan.
Yep.
We could push them across on the paella pan.
Sure.
Don't we still have a boat?
Oh yeah, we
An
have a
actual
boat.
boat. Let's
We can put 'em
use
in the boat.
the boat.
Yeah. Since I'm already stinky, I'll try a dex thing and try to put him in the boat.
Okay.
Hey,
Could I?
17.
Anyone that's okay, fine. You spend the next sort of couple of minutes ushering them into the boat, as if the boat was there purposely for use for going across the cistern. Who would have thought it? I know it's a rocket science. Shocking. You spend the next 5 minutes ferrying them across. You get through to the cistern. You get through to the end of where the cistern is, and remember, there's a ladder as you go up. Who's going up the ladder first?
The ladder out of the cistern?
Yes.
All right. I'll go up the ladder. I'll look at Noin and be like, oh, okay, I'll go up the ladder. Okay, pal.
Okay. As you get to the top of the armor, you look out. In front of you, obviously, this was inside the courtyard before, and there was quite a bit of snow down. Seems to be quite a lot of footfall around here since you've been down in the cistern, and it looks like there's been, where there was a couple of dead people and a couple of things, they're all gone.
I'll just like yell down like, it looks like everybody's gone, even the body.
Okay, so you're all gonna.
Let's get some meat up here.
So they're all. Yeah, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
No, as you start,
check like crossbows, like getting ready to blast me.
of course you can.
So we're outside now. Can I like fly up a bit? Can I get a look?
Yep, sure, you can fly up. You're looking around. You don't see anybody looking at you, Tim. As you guys are up there looking around, it seems to have been quite a lot of movement. Could anyone that's up there that's interested, could I have a survival check from you, please?
Survival check?
Ooh.
Survival check.
I'm half proficient. Nat 20, baby.
Oh man. Okay.
Nice. Okay. The bard, which is the master
I got a
of none,
14.
seems to be the master of rolling now, which seems to help. However,
I got an 11.
looking round, you reckon there's been a good 6 or 7 additional footprints that are moving around here that you've not seen before, but they've gone and dragged all the people into a cart and taken them out of the main building, the main route.
So they're like have left the.
Yeah, it's as
left
if
the keep. They've left the keep.
Yeah, they've left the keep. They've taken their dead with them.
I want to make that like sheriff's pose. I want to walk out the portcullis, and like look out over the town and see if I see anybody. Let them know justice has been served. Put out a vibe.
Okay.
I'll play
As you start to do that,
I'll play in fanfare as he does that.
Nice.
As you do that, you start to feel like the music playing. You start to see that like the life return to the village as the darkness rises off the. No.
You're
welcome.
You're welcome.
We saved the village.
We've done it.
As you are out there,
I want Zora to look longingly towards what used to be the inn, like looking for ale.
Zordok.
We found some.
Zordok comes out and says, I have you to thank for rescuing this keep and this town. Can I ask who you are so I can ensure that you're suitably rewarded and mentioned to the Council of Ten Towns?
We are Zora and the guardians of the music, right? Music? Was that what we did?
Harmony. Guardians of Harmony.
Zora and the Guardians of Harmony.
Well, he turns to you and says, Zora, that's a mighty fine name, and you're your name will go down in history as one that's managed to save Caer Denville. This is it's a prestigious day, and thank you.
It's just an honor to serve, you know.
I would like
Don't
to
forget
say
about-
that
Did we pick up a new name?
I think
Did
we came up
decide?
with a new name. I like Noynek and Friends.
I like Noynek and the Revengers.
Noynek and the Revengers.
he says, I can't offer much at the moment, but if you please stay, I'll get us a hot meal and somewhere warm over our heads. And we probably need to. I'm going to send one of the guards to the nearest city, which is where the nearest one to here is going to be Caer Konig. I'll send him there. It's only a few hours away, and then they can come back with guards.
Oh, a bit like 4 hours there, 4 hours back. That sounds like an 8 hours worth of resting time for us. Sounds delightful. That sounds like a nice long time.
Resting time is.
From Caer Konig, can I get one?
Pardon, what's that?
When he goes to Caer Konig, if you could give me a thimble or a spoon that says like Caer Konig on it, that'd be really tight from like a tourist shop.
We'll see if they've got one there. They're quite busy at the moment. It's the freeze is up and they're on about ice fishing and doing a few things out there. So it's quite a busy time.
Should be a good scrimshaw or something at least.
I'm gonna show Noynek the Dwarven Ale. I'm like, hey guys, Bork, huh? You guys ready to boogie? It's been a while.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I think we're ready.
I don't know if I can
Hey,
drink
Pleep,
that.
I
but
think
we'll
he's
try.
hitting on him again.
I'm gonna look at Zora. I'm like, don't get weird up in that tower. Let's go. Let's get out.
So, you know, if you guys need a moment of little like romance, it's okay. You can just let us know. We'll carve that time out for you.
You don't have to say that out loud. You could just help.
Sorry, I'm the worst woman ever.
I'm talking through my teeth. You could just help. I'm trying here real hard.
Okay. Over the next few
I'm on
hours.
board. I'm good.
So over the next
It's
4
time
hours,
for Bork.
you are hearing the cooks do their thing. All the 4 people that you've helped are sort of chipping in to help and sort of cook a few things. They've managed to get they've butchered a goat specifically for this, just to sort of make sure they've got enough meat and all that to sort of thank you suitably for saving their lives. They put on a really, really nice hearty goat stew. They said give it another 2 hours and it'll be perfect, but they give you some prime cuts of meat first of all, just to keep you stated whilst you are waiting. Some music from Bork is being played.
Absolutely.
It seems to be a nice hall to be in. It's to say it's definitely, since you've managed to get rid of the guards and the tieflings, so let's say the warmth seems to be returning quite happily to this keep. The fires are roaring. Zardok is very much happy that his wife and his household has been saved. He didn't expect to see any of them again. He asks you again, so what did you... I don't believe in consequence, sort of in just things happening. What made you come here again? I must have been by the gods or by fate that you've come and saved us.
We're on our way to visit the elk tribe for... can I expect this guy's... He's like a good dude?
He's definitely a good dude. He's definitely a little stern and a little bit, but he's...
We're investigating obelisks. We don't have anything else, do we? I'm like looking at you guys. We're drinking Dwarven Ale right now, right? We're all like...
Yep, we got Dwarven Ale. So when you're talking, what did you say that you're going to see the who? The tribe of the what?
Well, I don't know if it's the elk tribe or the tribe of the elk, the subcontractor. We're looking for... Yeah, we're not looking for the prime contractor of the tribe of the elk. We're looking for the tribe of the elk.
Zordok sort of goes, well, if you're expecting a welcome and a nice welcome, you are going to be after the tribe of the elk, and that's King Jarad Elkhart.
Jarad.
Jarad.
Yeah, sounds good. I want the nice guys.
Yeah, if you, I know that there's, let's just say, there's been some troubling times in the north recently. And when I say recently, at least the last 4 or 5 generations of barbarians up here. The tribe of the Alcar are the generally the good guys. They do look out for themselves. They are very much of the blood, but they do help people. They look after people. They have managed to help. There's a few years ago now, they came to the help of BrynShander and fought off some frost giants. Very, very well respected tribe of the north. Whatever you do, when you see them, do not call them the elk tribe. The elk tribe are part of the Uthgard barbarians, which are the bloodthirsty folk, and they're inhuman. They are a different tribe, and it's one of those nuances that, especially people from down south, you see the elk and you go, yeah, they're all part of the same tribe. Don't do that.
So I'm gonna pour some ale and I'm gonna hand it to Zora. I'm like, so on a scale of like Tim to Zora, like how nice are they? Like, you know.
Well, the tribe of the elk, which you're seeing, they're as long as you don't, they are barbarians. They don't take falsehood lightly. The honor is very much important to them. As long as you're truthful, as long as you're honest and you're sincere, generally you have no problems with them. If they catch you stealing, if they catch you backstabbing, if they catch you in untruths, let's just say the might of the barbarians will fall on your shoulders.
We don't need that, Tim.
Yeah.
But
this is some good dwarven ale. Did you guys have any more?
oh, I thought we drank that last summer. God, one of the housekeepers must have stowed it away.
It's like I'll hand it to him. I was like, whoops.
Oh, well, this is one of the areas. What is that place? Yes, fantastic brew. This is one of their best vintages they've had, but it's unfortunately it's the last barrel we've got here. So, but help yourself. It's the least I can do for you.
I thought it was the Tiefling's beer. I'm sorry. My bad.
Oathbreaker. Go on.
Oopsie poopsie. Let's see what other questions we got. You guys ever hear about any like large obelisks around? You got any? You ever heard of the tribe of is it the Raven Hill? You ever heard of Raven Hill?
Well, Raven Hill's far to the south. That's one of the Uthhart. I'm not an expert of barbarians, obviously. Please, when you talk to King Jarad, he'll know more. But
right.
My understanding though is the Uthgard barbarians are very much more bloodthirsty and set in their ways than the Reghead barbarians, and they're the ones that control the Uthgard barbarians are the ones that control the burial mounds and various places like that. So they're if you are going to Raven Rock, that's one of the Uthgard barbarians holds. Yeah, let's just say they won't hold any quarter if they find you there.
Gotcha. Well, okay. Well, you guys want to just have some fellowship for the rest of the night? You know, drink off this dwarven stuff and sleep.
I think we should. I think that's kind of like our MO, right? Like once we are done with the mission, we play music and we celebrate, we entertain, and we drink.
Okay. On that note, then we'll just
Poinek and the Revengers.
We'll just want to go around the table just to see if there's anything you guys want to talk about or do whilst it's the pleasantries are happening. So let's start with Blandina. No, Bork.
Blandina's here?
Ooh.
Who's wait? Hey, didn't we get a message from the other group? Shouldn't we should probably send a message back.
Yeah. What's it?
I'll say that. Have inspiration for that. Well done, Bart. You've remembered.
Yes.
I'm rewarding things that people should be doing. You see, it's like a dog. Here, well done. Have a treat. Have a treat.
I like it. Hold on a second.
Yes, Moriana's not here today. So. Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back to Bort. So let's start with Noinek. Is there anything you want to do this evening whilst you're drinking Dwarven Ale with your, I'll say associates for you, not quite friends yet. They're associates.
So. I don't think Noinek would be drinking, just because he knows how he gets when he does drink, which we've talked about before.
Yeah, that's fine.
So he wouldn't be drinking. He'd be probably pouring it into Tim's glass when he's not looking or something like that.
Perceptive check.
Okay, can I have a sleight of hand check then, please?
Baby, what are you trying to say?
He hasn't been going well for me lately, but
Real quick, what's the character limit for the sending stone? Or
25.
25 words.
25 word. 25 word.
Yeah. Do you want to write the message book?
I'll write
19.
it. I'll gen it up.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to type it and put it in the other chat. Does that make sense?
Yep.
That's fair.
I'll spend the next 2 hours chat GPTing up a message. Bork GPTing up a message.
Okay, fine. You sort that out. So, what were you going to do? I'll see. What's your sleight of hand check?
19.
19. What's your perception check?
16. God.
Okay, yeah. You think you're just you're not. You just think you're drinking very slowly.
This is the best relationship ever. All right. I'm just giving shit face. And knowing that is all stoic. Like, I can't wait. This is great.
All you think is Noinek can really hold his drink. He doesn't seem to faze him in the slightest.
Dude.
Okay, Zora, what do you want to do?
I would like to seduce Pleep, if I may. I actually can't because he's a bird, but
Yeah, for the drink. He wants to be.
You're in the Superior Lounge. Federal laws against this.
she is she's gonna like kind of sidle over to him, pass him a beer, try to indicate that this beer isn't like, you know, the 1,000 other beers they've drank together, kind of give him the guy and, hey, what's up, how you doing, and see where that goes for the evening. And then should she be successful, there might be at least a little cuddle there, and if not, then I guess goes to bed alone.
Pleep.
I'm going to first be taken aback a bit and be like, really? Well, first off, I'm gonna think about this. How? I'm like, well, you know, you're definitely the most attractive human I've seen, but I will accept your drink, and I will start to think of think of any type of like charm or anything that I've heard of maybe some type of transmutation in the future that I can maybe pursue. Because as a bird, as a Aarakocra, I don't think there's much I can do, but I can at least try.
Yeah. You might be able to sort something out at some point, definitely. But
Okay. I'll definitely keep that in mind, keep that in pocket, and I'll accept the drink and return one in kind with a bit of a tilt of the head and a wink of the left eye, you know.
If I may, if you guys don't want to have premarital sex, I happen to be an ordained minister now, and I can perform marriage just in case. And it's not like
Let's not jump to these things, bro. Let's not jump to these things.
In the eyes of Tyr, good to go.
And what you got to remember, Tim, is these are carny folk. They don't have those rules.
Yeah.
It's a different culture, sir. It's a different culture.
You know?
Will, I'm here for you.
So those two,
fire forget culture?
yeah. So you see these two just getting a bit closer and enjoying a drink and the eye sort of the odd sly look between each other. Tim, what do you want to do?
Well,
You're getting shit faced at the moment 'cause you are drinking a lot more than you thought you were drinking.
I'm trying to build fellowship with the guys. Everybody's busting my balls, you know, and they're not a fan of my my zealot behavior, my zealous, you know. And I just try to play it chill as much as possible and try to act normal. And if I can, you know, I just nudge Noynek a few times, see if I can't, you know what I mean, like break a smirk here and there, observe what Bork's putting into the message, and basically, all in all, just let everybody know how proud I am of them. You know, as far as we made it this far, we were just a bunch of ding dongs and water deep. Now look where we're at. You know, we're almost to the elk tribe. We're getting closer.
I'll drink to that.
Give me the elk. Not elk tribe.
So
Probably elk.
here's the message I have. Here's the message I have. We nearly died. Now in the far north, BrynShander is cold. We are fishermen now. Like Tiefling hates us. Oops. Maybe elk people obelisk experts. Bye.
Perfect. And I hold up the sending stone. I'm like, go for it, Bork.
I want to do an applause, like a sound of like applause in the background, like that spell to actually have that sound in the background, faint as it is, but still cheer.
I'm gonna do a toast to Noynek and the Revengers, and just.
I'm thinking of that to that right now.
And the Revengers.
Do you know that wanted no limelight at all? Now it's named after him. God, this is a.
It's like a bad punk band.
I don't want to be the front man. Noynek is now the lead person.
Can I do a perception check to see if he's deliberately trying to not be happy?
You could do a perception check.
I want an empath side of me and see if I can pick up on, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
Roll a perception check.
15.
Okay. Noynek, are you purposely not trying to be happy, or is there other things that you're trying to do at the moment?
There's other things.
Exactly. So he's not purposely not being.
There's something.
There you
there's
go.
something. Okay.
There's some not the way you would do it, definitely, but he's not purposely trying to be unhelpful and unhappy.
Hey, I'll just look at him before I go to bed, man. If you ever need to talk to somebody about it, you know what I mean, about just anything at all, we can lag back on the formation. You know what I mean? I can be a big open ear. I promise I'll keep my mouth shut.
Hey, thanks for the
Not
follow,
bad.
VFP Fiasco. Welcome.
Okay.
What do we have? 46?
So you have some-
547. 547. 3 more, and we'll
Nice.
do a giveaway.
Nice. So you have some more food, you have some more drink, you are sharing stories. The whole keep has been buttoned up nice and tight, all the portcullises are down. You feel as safe as you could possibly be out where you are. It comes, the moon is risen, it's quite a full moon across the top of the keep. You settle down for the evening to have your rests. Noynek, can I have a Constitution saving throw, please? Okay. Yeah, you are feeling, you have like a feverish dream about finding the seer at the tribe of the elk that you know it was in your head before, but you've not found them yet, and it's getting to the point now where it's starting to impact you. You're getting a little bit jittery, you're a little bit hot, and your past is catching up with you, should I say.
Uh-oh.
The rest of you,
He's a meth head. He's just coming back from the. All right.
You didn't notice the teeth?
Awesome. Buddy, we all have our troubles.
Are we gonna wake up and he's like taking apart, something up in the corner?
Just squeaking.
Just make sure you check your valuables whenever you're around him, because he may have sold them for a fix. Okay. Right. Morning comes. Everybody else, you are even inside here. You're wearing coats. You're wearing various. You've not got your Yeti skins on, but yourself. Noinek, you feel that you just got your thin armor on and stuff. You've got your cloak. Your cloak's not even around you. You're feeling quite warm, and you stroll through into breakfast. Everybody else is stir quite. They've got gloves on even inside. You feel no. This is a nice temperature for you without your additional clothes on.
I'll just sit down minding my own business and enjoy my meal.
You can do a perception check if you want, Tim.
Right next to him. Good morning, buddy.
You can do a perception check if you want, Tim.
Yep. Nothing.
What's up, buddy?
So Noinek he looks a little bit hot, but he was hot yesterday, but he's fine. So you sit there, you have your meal together and your breakfast. As you are doing that, some guards come in from get the name right, Caraconic, and there's 6 dwarfs in various reasonably well-made splint mail. They come in and they sort of give a report to the speaker and condolences for what's happened. And there'll be a regiment, well, when you say regiment, be some 10 guards coming from Caraconic to help support this keep over the winter.
Did anybody go back down to the village, the house that we entered, and let them know that things are, we expelled exorcised the demons, if you will? What were their
As
names?
you say that, they go, well, no one told us there was people in the village still.
Yeah, that's how we found out about everything that was going on. What was
Oh,
their
okay.
name?
I'll send one of the housemaids down.
Yeah, Rourke, Cora, and Caldrock? No.
Yeah. Next, Caldrock's no, it's just those two. It's fine.
Yeah.
You go down there. 10 minutes later, they come in, and they are welcomed with open arms and given a free sort of meal and some wine for sort of their. Yeah. They look a little bit malnourished, a little bit under the weather, but now they're back in the keep. They feel a lot better. The speaker turns to you and goes, "Where are you? Please, you are more than welcome to stay, as long as you need to."
I think
Is this? Do we expect these Uthgards to come back, or do I?
Well, they
do you
want-
think these Königsguard are going to be okay?
Well, the guards that were here, they weren't the youth guards. They weren't the youth hearts. They were minions of the tiefling that was here. They definitely weren't the youth hearts.
yeah, they were minions of the 6th
Levistus.
the Levistus, yeah.
Yes, they were cultists of Levistus, and
Well, I'm gonna look
I
at
think you
Bleak
gave-
and be like, are we gonna pull this thread, or we gonna stay on the keep heading to the Elk Tribe?
I say we keep heading to the Elk Tribe. Should we? How far is Caraconic from here?
Caracarnic's about three or 4 hours.
And then how far is the Tribe of the Elk from there?
All you know is it'll be somewhere north of there. That's where their nomadic grounds are. So you've got to go through Caraconic anyway.
Yeah, so
But-
let's make our way to.
Is there like a ranger or a hunter, someone that's been roving around that can point us in the direction?
Well, maybe when you get to Caraconic, but not where you currently are. Yeah, I don't know. I've not.
We're going to Caraconic. I'm looking at Noinec. I'm looking to the fourth wall. We're going to Caraconic, baby. Let's go.
I say we wait for the Koenigsguard to show up, and then we go to Kerkernig.
Yeah, I thought they just showed up. That's what
Yeah,
the
they
dwarves
just six
were.
of them. Just six.
Oh,
Six
okay.
of them just turned up.
Gotcha.
And they're getting some more to come.
Then yeah, let's go to Kerkernig.
Second, I'll just see if I can
you guys
find
let
a map for you. From.
How much is a horse? Anybody got a horse for sale or a mule or something?
Man, we ain't got
As-
horse
as-
money.
You keep
And
giving
also,
it
as
away.
you say that, they sort of go.
What?
As you say that, they sort of go. Horses don't particularly bode well up in the frozen north. They have a habit of dying on us. We prefer to.
Maybe have
Just-
some tauntauns? Is that a thing?
Yeah, no. No such thing as tauntauns, and we haven't no lightsabers either, unfortunately.
Very unfortunate.
No time.
I'm just saying, you could always get a sun sword.
That's fair.
All right. I'm gonna get my stuff. Put my nice Yeti jacket on. Nice sword. Put the helmet. And you guys.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna get that on. I'm gonna warm do my little like glove warmers with my spell. Kind of like warm my little pockets to keep my hands warm, and my belly warm.
Before I
And
walk out,
I guess we're ready to travel. Let's go.
before I walk out, like weird question. Anybody speak Abyssal? Okay.
Say again? What do you think?
Infernal. We need Infernal.
No, it's Abyssal. He said. You said Abyssal.
I cannot speak that. Sorry.
Yeah, he
No,
said
it's not
abyssal.
me. The speaker.
letter?
Yeah, the letters in abyssal.
Okay.
Are you sure it's Abyssal?
It's in some dodgy language that you guys don't know. Do you guys
Yeah,
know
yeah.
Abyssal or Infernal?
No.
So, can you tell the difference?
Yes.
Nope.
Technically, no.
It's written in some strange language that you guys don't understand. How's that?
All right.
Yeah.
Press the Caraconic.
Okay. Over the next 3 or 4 hours, you're treading a well-trodden path from Kirndindal to Kerconic. Kerconic is just as you start to address. Let me see. Yeah, the town sits quietly on the foot of Kelvin's Cairn. Kelvin's Cairn, just for the record, is a mountain that is one of the largest in the frozen north, which is home to some reasonably famous dwarfs. I'll leave it as that. Reasonably famous. They may know a little thing about a few things. A few bundled up people shuffle between snow-battered houses, keeping their heads down, barely bothering to give you a look as you walk past them. A pile of snow stirs as you pass it. The figures looks around and goes, "Ah, visitors! Please go to the keep. Go to the keep. All visitors must go to the keep." Pardon my manners. I'm a bit jittery. It's been a bitterly cold winter, and it's not been the same for the past few weeks.
Like colder than normal.
Colder. There's been raids. There's been. We're used to that. We're used to it being up here. We're used to the hard times, but it seems harder than it has been.
Those guys at Kergendinval got it really hard.
You know, I've not seen anything from them for the while, but yeah, the guards that came in were a bit shocked. Yeah, but yeah, no, most of the people here are out ice fishing, but they seem to be it's busy at the moment. But please, just go to the speaker's house. It's the house on the hill. You can't miss it. It's one of all the lights on it.
What's the speaker's name?
The speaker's name is, one second, caller, whilst I remember. The speaker is Trovus. The Trovus, Trovus. Trovus is Silver Dragonborn, and he was one of the. He helped out. He's been a retarded adventurer. He's definitely very good at what he does, but he doesn't make a very good politician. But that's why we love him up here. He's great.
Sweet. I've never met a Dragonborn.
He doesn't mince his words, and it's not velvety like some of the speakers in certain areas. He's definitely a straight talking speaker, which is great for up here.
All right. We'll talk to Trovus. What's your name, buddy?
My name. As you turn around, he's just disappeared. Just vanished into
Craziest thing.
Yeah, face in the...
That was good.
All NPCs look like Pete. That's...
They all got beards and everything. It's great, even the girls.
All right, let's go. Norinak, you want uppies? Okay, and
I'm just gonna keep walking.
Can I get?
As you are
Never mind.
walking towards the speakers, as you are walking to the speaker's house, there are two guards outside the house, dressed in furs and blue livery, with the symbol of Caer Konig is a shield with a blue shield with a fish on it. It's basically, this is one of the main areas around for Scrimshaw again. This seems to be one of the areas that you get good knucklehead trout, and it's definitely their #1 export. As you approach, the guards sort of cross their pikes in front of you and go, "Yes, who are you, and what do you want here?"
Well, we're Noinek and the Revengers, as I poured over to Noinek. We just came from Caer Dinabal, where we...
you were the band of adventurers that saved. It's been...
Wow, you guys learned about us already?
Well, we sent guards there already. They came here last night and asked for some guards.
Yeah.
They asked for some guards. No, yes, your name is traveling far and wide. You've done some great things. Are you after Trovus?
Yes, we're here for Trovus.
Trovus is down. He's down in the Northern Light, which is the over that establishment. You see with quite irony. It's very ironic. They look at each other. There, yeah. He's meeting his subjects. And they just have a chuckle.
Okay. They must. It's a boss.
This is where I turn to Pete and I go, "Oh, having a giggle, eh, mate?"
Yes. There he goes. Yes, he's in the Northern Light. You can't miss it. It's where all the fishermen go to have a drink after a shift.
Perfect. Noinek, you want uppies? All right, and just...
So, as you approach, you're walking through. There's lots of. Whereas you were before in Caer Denville, it was completely dead. The town. There's the odd person walking around. There's a couple of people walking around picking up with baskets of fish and various things. Seems to be quite a lot of activity, even though it's a smallish town. There's only, you reckon, looking around, it's 150 people in this village. It seems to be quite friendly. People are sort of nodding to you as you're walking through town, and they're not, and they are paying attention to you as if you're like, there's new people. They're not here that often. Who are you? Type things. As you approach the Northern Light is a really nice, classic village hall with various and a big. It's one of those ones. It looks like it might have been a converted lighthouse or something like that on the top. It's hence reason it's northern light. As you approach, stumbling out of the front door is a silver dragonborn with a hand on a bottle of rum as he swigs it down his mouth. Yeah, next time I tell you that you can come and see me at my house. And he falls out and rolls over in the snow in front of you.
Travis!
We found him.
He looks up and he's like, not seen you before. Are you got on our side?
100%.
I
Would you
just
like some liquid IV in the form of lay on hands?
Suppose.
He is completely intoxicated, as if he's been drinking heavily.
Oh, you guys want to bring him up to bed and go stay in the keep? This looks like a free pass to, you know what I mean? Like, get some Marriott points right here. Can I put his arm over my shoulder?
Yep, you can.
Do you have like a cure poison? Like somebody cures the poison of alcohol, the drunkenness, kind of sober him up?
Yeah, that works. That works.
Do you want to get him away from the bar?
It's your choice.
Okay.
doesn't the Marriott have a bar?
It might, I don't know. You guys want me to cure him now?
Cure him now. Cure him now. Get him up out of it. See what happens. Cheers.
Hey,
Okay.
does that feel better, buddy?
So you put your hand on his chest. You sort of pump 5 bits of your your divine energy into Travis. Travis sort of shakes his head, and he looks at you, and he's like, oh, "What a waste of rum." Okay.
Oh, good news, and I give him a gold piece. You can go back and replenish that and keep your evening going.
Ah, perfect. Let's go. Come on.
I mean, like, sobering people up against their will. That's just rude.
I'm holding him by the hand just a little bit firm, and I'm like, we're Noynek and the Revengers. We just came from Care Deneball. Just got a couple questions.
Can I have a athletics check from you, please?
Oh my god. Come on, stop rolling terribly. Well, this will be good. That's a 20.
Yep. He he tries to sort of pull his hand away, but your strength holds him in place. He got an 18, but he was just, you could sense he's actually quite a strong. He's obviously a retired adventurer.
I want to hold him by the back of his elbow, like kind of nicely too. You know what I mean? Like when he pulls away, like wait. We don't mean no offense. We know that you're busy. We just have a couple questions.
Fine. Yeah. Let's go back to my house. I suppose if we want to drink, there's a drink there anyway. But I take your counsel. It's been it's not much to do up in the frozen north, is all I'll say. It's been a bit dull, and what's happened at Cardenville, it took a bit of a turn, and maybe I probably shouldn't have done. But yeah, well, let's go back to my house.
Kind of look back at the other party, like, wait, was he involved? Was he involved in some sort of way?
No. What he says, he heard about last night. He sent the guards, and he was, let's just say, he was drinking to give himself some courage, and he went a little bit too far.
That happens, buddy.
So, yep. As you are back at the speaker's house, you're invited in. You're sat down. Your furs are taken off you, and he said, "First of all, I must apologise for my demeanour. I'm no politician. I was put in charge because they wanted someone that could do what they. I'm not this person. I'm not. But the weight of this town has kind of got to me a little bit, and I was like, if anything happens like Cardivan, we've doubled the guard. We've got some dwarves coming down from. Got some dwarves coming down. That they're coming from the dwarven settlement just to keep us sane down here. But yeah, it's not good. If whatever's happening, there seems to be upheaval in the north. Yeah, if it's not those Earthheart barbarians, it's the flame devils and demons that seem to be flying around and doing things. It's definitely. Sometimes I wonder why we came up here. We came up here to get away from this, and it seems to be following us.
Can you tell me more about those flame devils and demons that you're talking about?
Well, the past few weeks, we've just had a few more encounters with just more. We don't know what they are, to be honest. It's the odd adventurer that comes in, the odd ranger, the odd barbarian. There's been multiple cases of creatures that have been found with their throats ripped out, and we're not sure what's actually happening from that. It's something that we're still getting to the bottom of, but it's happening more and more, and there just seems to be definitely a more sinister feeling going around the northern settlements at the moment. So much so that even the dwarves have shut up shop, and they're only accepting people that they know into their hold.
What's the name of that hold?
The name of the hold?
Is that start with an M?
It does, but my brain's gone mental, so. 1 second, I need to revert to my map that's here. Give me 2 seconds. No, Mithrahall's not here.
Oh.
This was where he was before. This was where he was before he went to Mithrahall.
Oh, okay.
So this is basically Kelvin's Cairn is where the dwarves are. Kelvin's Cairn. So this was where, if you remember in the books, this was where.
Right?
Well, that's sorry.
This is where the Shadow Dragon was, I thought. Is that Mithril?
No,
Anyways.
Mithrahall's way to the south. Like way to the south.
So we're trying to go to the elk, the tribe of the elk. I look over at Doinet. I'm trying to go to the tribe of the elk.
The tribe of the elk, not the elk tribe.
Tribe of the elk.
There's a ranger or somebody around here that could escort us, or at least point us in the right direction. That'd be great. What we do know. Are you familiar with the Ordening? With giants?
No. There's not many giants up this way, so I don't know much about them, to be honest.
What may impact you? Because I'm pretty sure there's a type of giant that lives up here, and they're pretty vicious. I think. Are you having any frost giant activities?
Can I do an insight check on this guy? See if he's actually going to tell us what he's
Of course you can.
on. Sweet. 1 second.
Oh, we're doing bad cop, bad cop. Cucumber water.
Oh my god. Okay, 7. Sorry, it looked like a 1. 9. Probably terrible.
Yeah, you think he's being, to be honest, he's very forthright, and the way he's coming across doesn't seem to have any sort of.
Yeah, I look at the team and I'm like, well, I believe him.
Do you mind if I do a little bit of?
You can certainly try.
That's my 4th 2 today.
You totally believe him as well.
I'm like, this guy. You know what I mean? And I just start showing pictures of my kids and stuff like that to him. I'm like, this guy, he's on the up and up.
Yep. He's like.
Wait, a
honest,
paladin has kids?
Yeah, he left them, like all good paladins do.
Oh damn.
Like a kid in every town.
I don't know if the DM heard that, but I look over at Zora. I'm like, so that's a story for another time.
Okay, so he describes that up this far north, there's not a huge amount of frost giant activity. They seem to be more from the southeast side of Spine of the World, And since they got beaten sort of 20 years ago, so they don't seem to bother much the 10 towns, and they stay away from, especially from the dwarfs. And so, yeah, so far so good. But there is the odd, if you are traveling up towards the north, there are the odd roaming frost giants that you may encounter, but they, to be honest, they seem to have been keeping to themselves recently. We're in more trouble with these infernal sort of visitors that we're getting with the demons and that sort of Stephen devils. They're all mix of they're all bad. They're red. They're on flames. I don't know what they are. I'm not an expert. Let's just say they're causing more trouble up here. They seem to be just escalating their activity now that we're in the deep of winter and we're unable to get our support that we could usually rely on from other cities.
Is there an expert around? Like someone who may or may not, like speak the languages of devils?
Well,
or
we've
demons?
got not from devils and demons, but you're asking for a guide, weren't you?
Well, yeah, you know what I mean? But if there was a ranger that did speak abyssal, that would be pretty tight.
No. We've got the ranger here. He runs a company here called Frozen Far Expeditions. His name is Atna Swift. He's just he gives you is up on the ridge shop up there. He sells adventuring gear. He also does. He's got a kennel for sled dogs. He does expeditions by sled dogs. He's really well known. He's got his dogs are the best sort of here. The people are waiting for years to get dogs off him. But yeah, he's really good. I think he's out on expedition at the moment, but he's due back later on this evening. He's been traveling up north to check on some of the more nomadic of our friends. But yes, he's to be back. But you're after somebody that speaks. Was it a Imbissal or what was the other one you said?
I show him the thing and like whatever this garbage is.
Yeah, no. Well, maybe not that I'm aware of, but you could potentially talk to. Let me see. No. You probably need to talk to somebody in BrynShander for that one. We're too far out in the middle of the sticks here. That to be honest, it definitely looks bad. That language looks bad.
So go back to BrynShander copy.
It doesn't look good.
It looks like the little smiley's got little devil faces and all that sort of stuff on it. It looks obviously pretty bad.
Faces. Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple faces. Yeah. Well, do you want to go back to the old nightstand or whatever, the Northern Lights? And I owe you a pint at least. I don't want to get too schmammered. I'll drink water with mine while we wait for Has the Swift to look at the rest of the party. What do you guys think?
C.
Sounds good.
C.
Sounds good.
Yeah, definitely long rest. Sorry, delay on the button here.
Okay, as you go back to the Northern Light, Trovus says, I to be honest, thanks for sobering me up. I've been it's been a rough few days, and to be honest, I probably need to stop. So I'm not going to go back to the Northern Light with you. It's something that he looks quite sort of.
Should I not be giving this dude alcohol? Like,
He's not coming with you. He's not.
Vengeance guy. Seconds.
Let's just put the drinks down for now, and then just like proceed like casually set them down and just like forget the drinks. Move on.
Let's get some food. I'll order some
But
food.
No, yeah, but time and place. Right now is not the place.
Right. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go back to the Northern Light and get some food and stuff and wait up for Avitus?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back to the Northern Light. Northern Light, as you actually enter this time, This, as you enter the building, looking above it, there is a lantern that seems to glow a nice iridescent blue. As you walk in, the two ladies behind the counter, they introduce themselves as the Shorod sisters. This is Ali, this is Corey. How can we help you? Welcome to the Northern Light. As you can tell, just how do you like our light, our lantern outside the front? It's been there for generations, causing light to always shine upon this wonderful establishment. Please enter, join us. And are you staying for the evening?
I imagine so. We're gonna meet up with the guy that owns the Frozen Far Expedition. Well, as
yeah, Atanus. He'll be here. He'll be here later. He doesn't stay out overnight these days.
And we'll be off in the morning. Do you know how much his little treks cost? A sled dog ride?
Well, I don't know, to be honest. That's for you to discuss with him. It's his own business. I can't really say how much his cost will be. But normally it's reasonable. There's people that come back more than for one trip, so he can't be ripping people off.
All right. I'm gonna plot myself securely butt to butt next to Noinik and order some food and do another perception check. Come on, baby.
I mean, are we talking like the movie with Jennifer Connelly, butt, or
Oh my
what,
God.
brother? Because like, there's a difference.
What'd you get, Tim? 4. Yeah, you think there's nothing wrong with him at all. You're absolutely fine.
So
Staring at him like,
I'm gonna go up to Sir Tim and go, hey Sir Tim, can I see that letter again? Let me study this for the night.
okay.
And as part of my leveling up, I dropped command and took comprehend languages. So I'm gonna go.
That's cheating, that is. God.
But I can do it when I level up, right?
Here, Guardians and Turn Undead at level 5 over here.
Of course you can.
I read it.
Okay,
It says I can substitute spells.
You
when I level
definitely
up.
can. So you spend the evening, you go through things, you have a look at your spell. Reading this letter, it is a letter of instruction to get this name right for you. So I get the. It is to Caldroth, which, as you know, is the red tiefling.
Who is
It says,
unalive.
Caldroth. Yep, Caldroth. Our plan is going well. The locals here seem to be too bothered with giants and obelisks and various things to worry about us. This is our opportunity to infiltrate and take over. Signed. So I get the name, and it's signed Avarice. Avarice.
Avarice. Okay. Interesting.
And there's a bit at the bottom that says, take due care, any major conflict, withdraw, fight another day. We are here to infiltrate and take the scraps. We're not here for a fight. And then at the bottom, all praise. Make sure I get the name right. All praise to Levistus.
Well,
That's when I like sit quietly and listen to that. I don't want to praise that.
I'm studying it, not reading it out loud. I'm just studying it so that I can then present the letter at the council meeting in the morning. at band practice with Noinek and the Revengers. This is our new song.
Can we put a t-shirt? Can we make a t-shirt for Gary Khan, Noinek and the Revengers? And he's like up front, you know, and we're it's great.
This is the first song on the album. It's called "Letter to Caldroth."
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Or it's just called Avarice. I don't know. We can figure that out. Yeah, so if we're just doing a long rest, staying here for the night, in the morning, after I've absorbed this, I'll kind of just like, so I found out who the white tiefling is.
Okay.
I read this. I was able to read this letter, and it sounds like the Levistus people are trying to take over this area under the guise that everybody's concerned with the giants, kind of like we are. And I think we kind of ruined her plans by killing Kaldroth. Oopsie poopsie.
Oh, good.
It sounds like that's a side quest. And wherever we can foil them, we foil them until we learn more.
Sure.
I don't know if it's a side quest, but I think it just leads into the main quest. But I'm glad we did what we did.
I'm glad we did what we did too. I mean, freed up a whole town.
Yeah.
Agreed, but I think we should be careful as we go along. We might encounter more demons along the way.
So Levistus is a demon?
Levistus is the god, right?
He's
Yeah.
a devil.
Or devil. He's a devil. But
You don't, especially at your level, realistically, you just know that there's bad people and there's good people, demons and devils. At this point, you don't know a huge amount of difference between them. All you know is generally, devils are more ordered and demons are more chaotic. But there's, from a perspective,
Infernal. This is written in Infernal.
yes.
Got it. That's just for my OCD. Okay.
All
but-
you know is that this was bad.
Yeah, it's like
Generally-
this is bad stuff, and whoever that white skinned tiefling, her name is Avarice.
Equensu Orcha.
Bless,
Nice.
bless you, bless you.
White devil. White devil. All right. Okay. Good to know. Noted. Big
Well,
bad.
Notice
Did
I
we
said
run
white
into
tiefling
Elf
and not
Group?
something else.
What was that, Tim? Sorry.
Did we run into Ezra Bridger as the Swift?
As the switch, he came back quite late at night and he just put his dogs to bed. And however, word was sent to him that you were after him. So during breakfast, there's a knock at the door of the Northern Light, and outside there is a human ranger in wolves and various skins. And he looks up and says, I hear Noinek and the Avengers is after me.
That's the
That's him.
Revengers.
That's Mornak right there.
Revengers.
He's dead.
He turns. Are you Noinek?
I am. Yeah.
I'm standing behind the ranger as he's talking to you, Noinek, and going,
How can I, what can I do for you, Mr. Noinek?
Looking for the tribe of the elk.
Yeah, they're on their northern pilgrim at the moment on the stuff. They're for a couple of days travel by sled dog.
Great. Can you take us there?
Well, I'm sure we can come to some arrangement. It's quite a far trip away from Caerconnig in this trying time. So, how urgently do you need to get there?
We need to get there. Here, talk to my treasurer, and I'll point at Tim.
You have
treasury, and I
Damn
point
it,
at-
Noinek.
I'm like,
as he says that, he says, you've got staff. Oh, thank you. Tim, Treasury Tim, how can I help?
actually,
I nudge Queep in the direction of Tim.
Huh? What's that?
She nudges.
I said I
Cleve in the
strongly nudge Cleep in the direction of Tim. This is actually our secretary and treasurer.
Yeah.
So confusing. I'm a simple man at heart. So all of you, how many? He looks around. He's like, so there's 6 of you. Okay.
Count one.
Well, there's 6 of you. We charge per person, not per half person. Half people are people too.
I'm not
half
a person.
people are people too.
I'm not a person.
Look. Half people are people too.
No, I'm
They
not
get
even a
charged
person.
the
I'm
same
not
rate.
even a person. I'm a robot. Thank you very much.
You are now. You're talking. So you are a paid person if you want to go on a dog sled.
I have a pie.
If you want to do it by weight, it'll be very sizest, and the person in heavy armor will be paying a lot more. So it's your choice. You can do it by per person or per weight.
Okay.
Person sounds great.
Right. So you wish to go to the Tribe of the Elk? Good. And there's 6 of you. I've got. Let me see. That'll be 2 days travel. That'll be gonna have to be 3 teams of sled dogs for you to take this. Have you guys ever been on the back of a sled dog yet?
On the back of a sled dog, or we're gonna be on the sleigh.
Well, you're going to be on the sled, obviously, but just pedantic.
right.
Such a paladin. Okay. On the sled, have you ever mushed before? Have you ever?
No, I figured. Are we? Oh, we get a little bit of a. Oh, we're mushing.
Well,
Okay.
yes. I'm only on my own, so you're going to have. I can take 2 of you, but I haven't got 3 mushers. So who's the best with animals out of you lot?
And I put it Zora. Race time. Let's go.
Have you guys ever been on the back of a?
Nope, but I'm willing to learn. I'm really smart.
Okay. So on that, it says, right, let's go and see if you are able to keep up first.
Roll for learning.
Okay, so first of all, we don't use left and right for going left and right. That's not how this works, just to let you know.
G and Ha, right?
Yeah, G and Haw, exactly. G turns right and Haw turns left. And the reason, do you know?
I'm just saying, I'm a very southern musher, so it's Yi and Haw to me.
That
G.
sounds like a Kara response, not a Zora response.
Yeah,
Just
G
saying.
and Haw. 2 completely different syllables, so the dogs do not get them confused. There's not a T at the end of each of them. That's why they're separate.
Roger.
Also-
Yeehaw.
No, G, Haw. No Yi, G. If you don't get the words right, the dogs will not understand you. They do not speak
I'm
Southern.
pretty sure jihad is like a totally different thing, sir.
But you can try that. But if the dogs don't go the right direction, that's your own fault. So also, hike on means get moving and go faster. And obviously, the one that everyone knows is whoa
Mush.
means stop. Mush doesn't. You don't ever say mush. It's hike on. Come on, get with the program.
Icon.
Hike on.
Icon.
You can't tell that I used to actually race Siberian Huskies in the UK, can you?
This is
Like,
something.
who hasn't at this point, right?
This
Yeah,
is like
enough.
me telling you guys how to do actual blacksmithing.
Yeah. Is it no? In a previous life, when me and my ex-wife, we used to have 6 to 8 Huskies ourselves, and we used to race all over the country. So I
Oh, cool. Great.
So I did mushing quite a bit for about 7 or 8 years. So, but G and Haw, I know that the reason we got it explained to us was if you say right and left, they got the t at the end, and the dogs get confused. So they set 2 completely different syllables that make them do it, and it works.
I imagine Fleet might have read about this somewhere, but has never experienced this before.
Okay, so out of all of you, there's obviously Atanus is going to be on one of the other sleds with 2 people. Who wants to go on with Atanus with an experienced musher? Put your hand up, or say aye. Okay. So please,
Noinek, you get in this sleigh right
Oh my god, Tim, be nice to your boyfriend or he's not going to hang out with you.
maybe depends on if he likes being told what to do. Okay. So, Zora, are you going to be in charge of a sled with Tim? And there may
Absolutely, I have animal handling, sir.
be some... Cool. So, Tim, you get on the sled. Noinek, you've drawn the short straw. You've been told to go with Tim, just to let you know. You've been...
We don't roll for that?
I'm over here like cackling.
No, because everyone likes the banter. So, yeah.
I'm
Who's
gonna
going-
let whisper to Noinek, we're Team Death Race. Our Team Death Race. Okay.
Okay. Noinek, you're there. So, who's going with Zora?
No one actually gonna try to sneak over onto her sled.
Good.
Okay, if you want to do that. So, Bork,
You know what? Sleep's gonna go with Tim.
okay,
Sleep's
Fleep and Tim, Zora, Noinek, and Moriana and Bork are
Because he's not
going
done.
in.
I was like, well, I guess I'll go with Tim because Noinek's on my cart, but it's okay.
So there you
I
go.
want you to know that I am making the most horrifically betrayed face. Like, I'm not going to bring the camera up right now, but I feel betrayed, sir.
You
My fault was taken. My fault was taken. Like, you let him get on your cart. Whatever.
Timothy, our boyfriends are just relenting, and they're not even trying to play with us right now. What the heck, man?
No, this is our time to if Tim has anything to vent or get off his chest, he has, I'm in the ear. You can just.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's tea time. Ooh. No, next clip. So the tea, sir.
Okay, so you are, first of all, you're taken up for some mushing
You
lessons.
dork.
So mushing lessons, first of all. So, Tim, you're up first. Could I have an animal handling check, please? And this is with advantage because they are trained animals and you've been told the commands. So it's not quite as bad as you could have possibly be.
16.
Yeah, fine. You get on there. You seem to remember the G Hall. You're taken off. Atus, sorry, what's his name? Sorry. Atus is actually in the sled with you, and he's making sure you're doing the right thing. They're a lot more powerful than you think they would be, and you go for quite some force. It might be the fact that you're only like about that high off the floor, but you're feeling you're going a lot faster than you think you are. But you're going a good sort of 15, 16 mile an hour on these things.
Okay.
And the dogs are pulling away. They're making lots of baying noises and sounds as if they really, really are living for pulling these sleds. That's what they want to do. They are just going off. After 5 minutes, you come around a little circuit and you come back to the start. And you put the brake on, and even with the brake on, they're pulling as if they want to keep going. Atus gets out, brushes the dogs down. He shows you how to put harnesses on and all the normal stuff there. And he goes, yeah, these will run for 6 to 8 hours a day, every day, and have a overnight sleep, and they'll be just raring to go the following day. This is all these dogs have been bred for. There's a, let's just say, one of the sayings we have around here: you can't push a rope. And if you guys can figure that out, you'll be doing well.
I like that. Can't push a rope.
Can't push a rope.
All right, I'm doing mush drums with minor illusion.
Do.
Team Death Race as I slap fives and look over at Noinek. Team Death Race.
Okay,
Let's go.
Zora, you're up. Could I have animal handling check with advantage, please?
Can I cast
Yes, you
Bane?
can. Okay, hold on 1 second.
I will also.
Let me just roll it twice since.
Yep.
You
Roll
know
it
what?
twice.
Dirty 20.
Never mind.
Nice. Zora.
And yeah, we'll go dirty 20.
Yep. Zora seems to bond a little bit more with the animals. The dogs
And
seem to,
scritch them behind the ears.
and the dogs seem to respond. Whereas sometimes during the training exercise, Tim would have to call the command twice. Zora's is they call once, they go. The leader, she's obviously got the more experienced leader on her team, or she may have bonded better with it. You can't really tell from here, but she's done really well. After 10 minutes, you come back, screeching to a halt. You even get near the end, and you sort of, whoa! And they actually slow down before you put the brake on, which even Atena says it's impressive. Normally, they just want to keep running, and you've got to slam the brakes on and hope they stop. So yeah, you've done well there, Zora. Looks like you're a born musher.
Okay, whatever.
Right, so let's get some good sort of provisions and some things, and say we'll leave in half an hour. If there's anything you need to be doing around Caer Connig, we need to get going. Sun's rising quite rapidly, and we don't want to be out on the snow once it actually goes down. Don't want to be mushing in the dark. We've got a good 7-8 hours mush ahead of us, and we can just rest up overnight. So, do you guys have anything to do for the next half an hour, or you just want to get going?
Is it safe to assume that we got a full rest and we're like fully healed right now?
Yeah, you're completely healed. You are completely rested, and you are raring to go on Sled Dog D&D. Because look, you've done ice fishing. We're now on sled dogs. What more can you want for a D&D session?
I don't know.
I mean, the fishing was pretty cool, and now we're on to mushing. Like, dude, this is awesome.
Okay.
I can't think of anything. Oh,
Show off.
is there anything that the tribe of the elk, as I talk to this ranger, would like in like barter? You know, like.
To be honest, if you could get some.
Show up and meet them. Is there anything that they need?
Well, they're a wandering tribe. Any of the amenities that they cannot get. So, let's just say salt, sugar, pepper, some
All right,
sort of
can you
various
show
things
me
like that.
I'm gonna run down and grab a salt, sugar, and pepper.
Yep, cool. They take you to the. He takes you back to his shop that happens to double up as the adventuring gear shop, and goes, ah. Do you know, like that Mr. Ben out that comes? He walks around and says, "Ah, shopman, weren't you just? Yeah. So you want some salt, some sugar? Yeah." And he gets some sacks out. He said, "Oh, a sack of each of these, silver piece each. Oh, that should keep them going for a few months."
Okay. Pleep, you with me?
Yes, I am with you.
Do you know how much gold you guys got from that? Like, how much gold do you have on you?
I think so I don't have my computer with me, but if I remember from last time, it's 275 gold.
Okay. But it's inside your.
What?
It's in your D&D
That's what I had on.
Beyond.
That's what I had
It
on
should be
me.
in your D&D Beyond.
Should be on DVD Beyond.
Yeah, you can add it to your total currency in your inventory.
I had it in a spreadsheet in an Excel document.
You know, since we're gonna be bros, you're gonna be a new treasurer. I just want to make sure, you know. Not
Yeah,
trying to
so
insult
admin
you.
note, like we did start trying to keep track of that. We just didn't get it into D&D Beyond. It was a spreadsheet before we left, and we just did it here. So
Yeah.
we have the notes. It's just not there today.
Uh,
Sorry.
yeah.
I'll go from what I had originally, then, and then I'll settle it later.
Because it was like 275 after that that fish, and then what you had on you, which wasn't shared.
Okay.
Okay. So you're taking the goods back. You put one of the sacks of provisions per dog sled. You've got various things on there as well. There's a small. You see that on each of the dog sleds there's a small tent. There's a small bit of just to keep you out of the wind on the tundra. And he's like, right. So who wishes? I will go first. Tim and Zora. Tim and Zora, if you want to keep up, please do. If you start to fall back, just shout. I will slow down. And with that, he gets on the back of the first set of dogs and goes, "Hike on!" And the dogs pick up and speed off with Moriana and Bork on them. You see, this is going again. Bork, it's the first time you've been on a sled. Being you're about that high off the floor, snow is spraying up out of this, and the dogs are happily making sort of various panting noises and various things, and they're eager to run. So who wishes to go? Who wants to go first, Zora or actually we'll do it this way. Can I have an initiative from Tim and Zora, please? I'm just going to mute. Cleep, can you mute yourself a minute?
Sorry about that.
All right, I got a 16.
12.
Nice. Okay, so you both get ready to go. You're eager to go. Obviously, there's no competition between you two at all in any shape or form here.
Oh no, none.
None.
It's on.
Zora, though, manages to release the brake and go hike on a little bit faster than Tim, and Mush is on. Could I have an animal handling check with advantage from you, please?
Sorry, say that again.
Can I have animal handling check with advantage, please?
Yeah, let's see. We got a 12 and a 10. Let's go with the 12.
Oh, nice. Is that including your modifiers?
Unfortunately, it does.
Okay, yep. So you just say full of bravado, full of how well you did in the training session. You get on, you go high. It's not quite as fluid as you would hope, but the dogs are performing well. They're pulling away from you. And Tim, could I have an animal handling check with advantage, please, from you?
Finally. Nat 20, baby.
Nice. Nat 20.
21.
Yeah, that's fine. So you now are experiencing what a lot of dog mushers do at this point. You pull off, and whilst your dogs are chasing down the team in front, which is Zora's, they are gunning for it as if they want to go past this team at all costs. They are absolutely chasing this team in front, and they start to pull up next to each other, and you see Zora and the dogs, and you're like, and you start to pull past a little bit, and you manage to get in front, and you, for the next hour or so, you are quite happily managed to get past the team. But Zora, just on that note, when the team went past, the team weren't performing as well as they were, but seeing the team go past them, they sort of like get a little bit of a, and they start to get faster and dig in a little bit to keep up with the team, as if they like chasing rather than just going into the wild. So Atanus is a good sort of 200-300 meters ahead of you. You can see the track that he's in, and you're just following him. For your first half a day mushing, nothing seems to go awry. It's a very idyllic situation. Say, if you've never been on a dog mushing thing, it's pretty fun. Dogs love it. They absolutely, thoroughly enjoy this type of activity. You stop for lunch. You pull up. As you get down, Atua sort of explains to you that you need to go over each of the dogs and make sure their paws are okay, give them a brush down, give them some food, and you've got to sort them out before you sort yourself out. They are the important ones. You're just passengers. So you'll spend the next half an hour sorting out the dogs, making sure they're all okay. Every single thing seems to be okay. At this point, Atua goes off again, and again, from you two, can I just have an initiative roll, please?
I just got a straight 1 + 1, so I'm at a 2 with a nat fail.
Okay. 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 So that's fine. So on the initiative, this time Tim gets a little bit of a head start. He must have got a bit of a morale boost from doing really well on his initial mush earlier. So could I have an animal handling check with advantage, please?
4. Had a nat 1 in there too, but a 4.
Okay. This time you get on, you sort of go, you sit there and you're like, mush. Oh, no, hike. That's the word. Hike on. And they have a bit of a stumble. They manage to get going a little bit, and you're getting your G's and haws a little bit wrong, and you're getting a little bit discombobulated in your head a little bit. What's happening here? Zora, can I have a animal handling check with advantage, please?
She's getting there. 1 second.
That's the problem.
Prepared to get a 10 and a 13, so we're going with 13.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You see Tim struggling to go off in front of you, and your team's again chases, goes round them, and starts pulling away from Tim. Tim seems to be struggling a little bit with the commands this time. He didn't particularly roll. He rolled like extremely poorly, to be unfortunately.
What was it? Actually, her 13 was a 15, by the way, just so you know. She forgot to add her modifier.
Nice. So, but Tim's dogs are still catching up and keeping up with Zora's team. Again, you're both pulling off together quite happily. Comes down to the evening. Again, you get off. Could I have each of you can have an animal handling check with advantage, please, including the people that are. So that's Noynek and Bork as well, please. And I'll go around asking you guys what you got in a second. So, Tim, what'd you get?
That's right.
Okay, you get off. You notice that one of your dogs has a slight cut on one of his paws. You sort of you notice it. You sort of you go through it. You do your lay on hands, and the wound heals up, and the dog sort of turns around and licks your face. And it's like, and he's like, oh, he's all cuddly and all happily, and he's looking after you. Atwatus goes, yes, good bond you got with that animal now. Yes, that's really. Well done for spotting that. Any slight nicks on their paws can take a sled dog out, especially if you're able to do that. That's really useful. No, thank you. And next one, Bork, what did you get?
I got a solid 8.
Okay, yeah, you go over a few things. You are obviously not probably used to being around animals that much, and you sort of you're going through stuff, and you just so you take the harness off. You don't take it off in the most. You don't hurt the animal, but the animal's definitely like, well, just get off me, just, and then curls up with its tail around its nose to keep himself warm.
Metal hands, not.
Yeah, you're a bit cold. You're a bit cold. Noynek, what did you get?
I also rolled a natural 20, so 22 total.
Nice. Again, on yours, you go through. You notice that there's a bit of a ice sort of build up between one of the dog's feet. You move the ice out of the way before it causes you a problem, and the dog sort of gives you a nice little lick and sort of thanks you for sorting out his feet for him.
Nice.
And Pleep, what did you get on your animal?
Looks in jealous.
I got 13, so 11 plus 2. 13.
Okay. 13, you go through, you manage to get the harness off the dog, you brush it down, you give it some food, and it sort of gives you a knowing sort of look, and then curls up on its bed with its tail around its sort of nose to keep himself warm. And last but not least, Zora, what did you get?
I got a 17 with advantage, so yay.
Nice. So Zora, you go through, you have a look, you notice on one of the dogs that the harness is a little bit worn in places, and you point that out to Atanus, and he goes, that could have broke next session. Day, I've got a spare in the back. Good spot there, good spot. And he sort of gives you another harness for the dog for tomorrow morning. He sets down. The dogs are all been given their food. They're all on a little bit of hay. And he said, they'll be fine now till tomorrow morning. And he sets up a small fire, sets up some camps, sets up some tents. And he's like, yep, give it another day or so, and we should be able to be within sight of the Tribe of the Elk. They're way over that way. It's been a long time since I've been out this far, but yeah. No. So, tell me more about yourselves. What brings you to visit the Tribe of the Elk? Is that they don't generally get many visitors on their travel through the frozen north. Noynek, is it your band, isn't it? This is Noynek and the Revengers? That's it. Noynek, please.
As you say that, you hear some amazing music, like strong music coming to make him sound, a lot cooler.
I'll stand at attention when he starts talking. I'm gonna stand at attention. for North.
Oh god.
So not,
Oh, you guys are assholes.
I just look over. I'm like, I think the elves say touche.
so Noinek,
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that I have some business with Mal, or Mal, however you say it, M-A-L. I wrote it, but I don't remember how to say it.
Mal.
Talendar.
Well, yeah.
Wait.
Well, you have need of her. That's fine. It's it's just definitely proves your commitment to see people to come out this far into the frozen tundra.
We've also been running into some issues with giants trying to steal these powerful obelisks that have, ancient runes on them.
Well, we that's definitely a worry. As I said, we've not seen many giants up here for a few years now. It's been quite quiet for in terms of giant incursions.
A little too quiet.
But to be honest, there's no such thing as too quiet. The giants aren't here. They're not causing me trouble.
I'm gonna wait till I can get Adamus. I'm gonna wait till I can get Adamus alone.
Atnus. A-T-N-U-S.
A-T-U-N.
A-T-N-U-S.
It's Adamus now. It's Sir Timothy's brother.
I don't mind what his name is. It'd be fine.
Oddly.
All right, wait for Adamus, the ranger. You're canonized, bro. Good job. I'll wait till it gets long.
Okay. So, is there anything else you guys want to talk about this evening, or are you just going to bed down for the evening?
Noinek's already curled up in his sleeping bag, racked out. He snuck off.
Okay.
As Tim started talking, he kind of snuck off into the shadows.
Could I have a Constitution saving throw again, please?
I used up a 19 and a 20 on that last roll, so this is going to be 12.
Okay. You are feeling worse than you were now. You are getting to the point where you had to get up in the night, undo the sleeping bag, feverish. You are very much not feeling very well. And when you are up, Atanus sort of goes, "Are you all right, Noinek?"
Yeah, I'm just a little.
You don't.
Nothing
You
to
look a
worry
bit.
about.
Well, make sure you talk to people about it. That's not a good place to be if you're not. It's not. I know what it's like to be on your own. Sometimes you need to open up, or become a ranger. Your choice.
I'm just gonna roll back over.
Okay. Rest of the evening is fine. The next day, you spend in the same sort of pursuit as you were last time. This is the final race now between Tim and Zora. Could I have an initiative roll from both of you, please?
I still want to get that Adamus guy alone, though. Even if we
Yep,
get that,
yep. Yeah, you'll do that.
All right.
Okay, I want to know how I rolled a 1 twice.
It's,
My initiative is 2.
You need to take a picture of that. But yeah, I got an 8 again.
Tim, yep, you managed to, even though your roll, you don't think you did well, but you managed to get the jump on Zora. Could I have a animal handling check with advantage, please? Not jump on her. Come on.
Holy shit, this dice is on fire. It's on third nat 20. The same die.
So what's that? Is that any pluses to that at all?
21.
Okay, so you're 21. You managed to get on. You brake comes off, hike on with such authority that dogs just do. Jump straight to it and start running. It gets to a point where you're actually catching up with Adamus now, and you're like, "Look at this. This is great. This is look at this. I've got this. I'm a dog musher. I am fine with this." Zora, can I have an animal handling check with advantage, please?
first roll is a nat 19. Second roll is a 15. We're going to go with the 19.
So is that 19? Is there any pluses to that?
Yeah, that was with the plus.
Okay, so 19. You see Tim pull off ahead of you and catching up with Atoms. You do manage to nearly keep up with him, but for some reason, it must have been where he healed the dog, and the dog must be a little bit more in sort of feeling a little bit that he owes Tim this sort of thing because he's healed his foot. But he basically digs in a little bit harder, and he comes to the end of come round a brow of a copse of trees, and in front of you there are several tents all lined up with smoke coming out of them as you go. Atomus sort of goes, and try with the elk as requested. Please, let's welcome you to. I'll go in and say who you are. They've known me. I've been around here. I just want to make sure that they're expecting you. And at that point, we will take a break for 15 minutes, just because I'm 7 minutes past my time. This is bad of me. This is like bad time management.
It's okay, Pete. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
We forgive you.
And if you look at the map now, you actually are roughly on the map. We've got with the various buildings ready for the tribe of the elk.
Yeah. So come back at 25.
25.
25? Yep.
Yep. Cool. Well, thanks everybody for sticking around. We'll be back in 17 minutes. See
Okay,
ya.
we're back in
Okay.
5 o'clock.
Hey, we're back.
Real quick before we
do it.
start up again, we are at 547 followers. So thank you to everybody that has joined us today. We need 3 more to get to that special 550 for the giveaway. So
Yep.
with that, Noidek.
Oh, you already said what I was going to say.
Over to you. All right, back to me. Over to you.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not because we haven't introduced Noidek yet. Look, Atomus and Timothy, whilst they're going into the town together,
Okay.
have a little heart-to-heart and a little moment that no one else can overhear. So what do you want to talk to Atomus about?
Okay. Since I'm probably not going to see you again, I'm sure you're going to take us back to Kier Koenig, or actually, from here, is it possible for you to take us all the way back to BrynShander?
No, my area, I don't go that far south, but I can get you back to Kerkonig, and maybe we can go through from there. It's only a day and a half's travel by foot there.
I've got a strange request, and don't feel obligated. I've got a different personality than these guys, and I've been working with them for a long time, a month or so, and I haven't found the companionship that I'm looking for. And I'm not talking about you or whatever. I hit it off with one of your dogs, and I know they're a team and they work together, but for me personally, I'm missing something. I'm missing something loving me back the way I love it, and if it's possible, and if you can part with one of your dogs, especially the one that hit it off with me, I would be more than obligated to you. But like I said, I can always come back later or whatever. But
We'll see. To be honest, the one that you have bonded with is one of my older dogs, so it is one that's not so not critical, but she definitely needs an easier life now than she's been getting. So let me think on it, and when we get back to Kerkonig, if you still feel that way, we can see what we can sort out. But what type of life would you give a dog? Would you be able to look after it and take it? You're an adventurer. You're out doing adventuring things in danger. Is that the type of life you want to?
There's a dog that wants an adventure. I wouldn't want to. I see what you're saying with the older dog, but maybe you got a young sporty guy out there that wants to get and live that life. But I understand what you're saying. Maybe
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. It's one of those things. It's
what always happens. I try to find the thing and I over smother or I ruin it. So I'm just If there's a
I spot where you're coming from. It's just I have a duty of care to my dogs, and they are, especially the huskies here. They are bred to pull, bred to work, and if they can't do that, they don't feel fulfilled. They don't feel right. They get depressed. They are a dog that wants to pull.
Well,
They're
we
not
got
just
to do it in the group turns into an animal every so often. I think it would be a good life, But hey, the dog would be giving a lot to me, and I'd be giving a lot to the dog. So we'd have to.
Maybe we can sort something out. Maybe there are. We can see what we can do. There's definitely back in Kelkarnik, there are dogs that aren't working dogs that may be more suitable. I do know people that are around it. So that's something we can sort out. That's
dog or something like that.
yeah.
Whatever.
No, there's definitely.
I'm just thinking, when I was out here with the dogs, I felt like a thing. I feel like I'm trying hard with this group, and if I can find some companionship with the animal, maybe that'll alleviate that.
That's fine. Yeah, we can sort something out. Definitely. There's
Well, try me out. All right.
especially if you're looking for some type of there are a couple of different types of dogs that are in Del Carnig that we've got. There's definitely if you're after a guard dog that's been trained, you're probably looking 20-25 gold.
I'm sure I could sort that out.
Yeah, no, we definitely sort some out for you. That's just please let me know if we go back. But again, let's go forward and see your business with the Tribe of the Elk first of all.
Yep.
So you're escorted up to the Tribe of the Elk. In front of you, there are several tent-like structures and a rather impressive hall that looks like it's been a semi-permanent dwelling. It looks like that they've got several. I'm going from your map. There's a thing with wooden on the roof. You see, that's a semi-permanent dwelling. You take from this that there must be halls that they've set up in certain strategic locations around the tundra, that they set up their camps, and this is one of their more established areas. Was that Tim?
That's a day. I was hoping you'd think that. All right, cool.
Yeah. You gotta play with it as you gotta deal with what you've been dealt with, and it's fine. As you approach, you are seeing there's a good 20 or 30 people around. They're currently ice fishing. They're currently sorting out various. All of the Tribe of the Elk look like they're warriors of some kind. They're all big of stature. Even the older people are still active and still keeping things going. As you approach, Atimus walks over to one of the large aging barbarians and has a small bow. Get me my piece of paper. As he does that, in front of him, you see, you know, Atimus, we don't abide by that level of servitude here. Please rise. As he does, Atimus goes, King Jarad, these people are here to see you. This is Noinek and the Re-Avengers.
The Re-Avengers. I like it.
They have come seeking counsel. They've been very good, and I will say, treat them well. They've treated the dogs well, and that's if you treat the dogs well, you're a good person in my books. And these have been fantastic people to bring on this trip. As you go over, Atimus says to you, I will sort the dogs out. I will make sure they're all done, sorted for today, but I appreciate your help. Go talk to King Jarad. So as you look there, King Jarad is a hulk of a man. He's in his late 50s. He's obviously past his prime, but you see all the Tribe of the Elk around are sort of they're sort of nodding sort of honor to him, and is definitely the way he is portraying himself. He is definitely a man of stature and a man of bearing. As he comes in, he says, so which one of you? He looks to Tim and Zora first of all. So which one of you is Noinek?
I'll raise my hand like that's me.
He looks down and he's like he double looks at Zora and Tim and goes, right, okay, please come sit at my table. And he sits at the table, gets some mead out for all of you.
Climb up.
Yeah. What brings you to the Tribe of the Elk in these trying times?
Primarily, we're trying to find out what's going on with the obelisk. But also,
well,
I was told to first.
Yeah, so Mal is she's one of the great druids of the north. She's currently with my son down south, but she's on her way back in the next day or so. Is there some
with her?
Yeah, Emil should be around here as well. She should be here as well. She was down there. You said she was down with my son as well. How is Garrick these days? I hear you saw him.
Yeah, he seems like he's doing well.
Good. He's future of this tribe. Future of this tribe. If he does ever decide to, he's gone to find himself, as all young people do these days. They want to make sure and sort of stretch their wings and see what's happening. But the call of the tundra will bring him back one day, and with him will be a great. The tribe shall rejoice when he returns to the fold. So you are after some information on giants, I see, and is there anything else? This Mal, is it a matter that you need to talk to Mal about? So what we can discuss as well.
I'd rather just talk him for.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Each to their own.
Insights. Come on. 20. Not
Okay.
natural. Dear
Yeah,
Ted.
yeah. You see the Noinek's feeling uncomfortable. They're talking about this in the group, but he definitely wants to talk to Mal about something. It's quite obviously because he asked for Mal. So.
Don't give me that look.
Going Peter J. Fryishly.
But whilst I'm here, so you wish to know about giants and obelisks? I'm not sure what help I will be. What exactly are you after?
Well, everybody's going to fight Tiamat. And we've been challenged to investigate other great problems that might find ways to exploit the fact that Tiamat may or may not be returning. And in our investigations, we've discovered that something very serious has happened. Throughout this process, there's a thing called the Giants Ordning, and I look at everybody else. The Ordning being from the Storm Giants, King Hecaton, who runs these, and I'm checking my notes because I'm not cheating. I'm not coming off as the other DM. Who is it here? The other King Hecaton. I'm not sure if you're familiar. He's a huge deal. May or may not be missing.
To be honest, he sort of goes, to be honest, round here, all we have to worry about are the Frost Giants, and they've not really bothered us recently, so...
That's a thing. So there's these obelisks that are around. We were down way south of here, near, do you know where Neverwinter? Yes, I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Way south of here. There's a town called Nightstone, had one of those obelisks. A flying ship. Stay with me on this, it sounds crazy.
Yeah, he's looking at you pretty suspiciously at this point.
Hey, I have Zone of Truth. Do you know what that is? Have you ever seen magic? I'll put that over top of me. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not lying.
Oh, no, I trust you. Let's just say I work with what I can see in front of me, and that's not something I've seen before.
So imagine if Frost Giants have a ship that they're flying around in, stealing these obelisks. I believe that the North is in great danger. Because if these obelisks get in their hands, whoever's behind them, are going to cause problems for you and everybody else. So we are here. We're here to help. We're in our prime of adventuring party. Noinek and the Noinek over here, and the Revengers.
Well,
You hear a fanfare. Brr, brr, brr.
it's an impressive name, I'll give you that. And
It doesn't mean. Have you ever read it backwards? It's weird.
Avenge the Kenyan.
I have a snotty nose. I almost snotted out like a little kid. I caught it though, because I'm 43.
Like any real adult would do.
yeah. Hang on. Are we supposed to be adults, are we? Since when?
Only when it involves snot.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, welcome to my fire, and please keep warm. But is there anything else apart from? To be honest, I don't know much about obelisks and stuff, but surprised you came this far north to find out that. Really?
Weren't we trying to get their this is out of character. Weren't they trying to get their approval for something? Their blessing to
going to the burial ground or something, I thought.
Yeah, we were gonna go to the Raven.
Ka-ching, ka-ching,
I was
ka-ching,
like,
ka-ching, ka-ching.
I was like, Bork, go ahead. Two inspirations in a day.
Yeah,
Go
yeah. I was like, well, we were actually coming. We found out. Why were we trying to go to Ravenhill? That's what I can't remember. I think I missed that session.
There was a. Hang on.
I'm sitting here going, let's see if anyone remembers.
Oh, it's in my notes
The
somewhere.
wolf and tribe of the barrel bearing anti-10 town. No name's Jard.
Can he and I both be looking at this map together? Being like pouring over it.
So I'm going to get the countdown music out in a minute. Bum, 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 ba-da, 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 boom.
It's a good show.
Yeah, all I thought is that the tribe of the ravens are bad guys. But let me see. I'm gonna have to keep scrolling here.
So I got da, 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 ba-da, ba, 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 ba-da, ba, 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 ba-da, ba, 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 ba-da, ba, 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 ba-da, ba, ba-da,
Ravens.
ba, ba, ba-da, ba,
Wolves and bears.
ba, ba. So, just playing some hold music, you see. Green sleeves is always good for a hold music.
I think there's an obelisk there.
Okay, you guys are failing at the moment.
Maul or Mal at the Druid Circle. The Yetis are acting crazy. The tribe of the Ravens been increasing. They're bad guys. I think I skipped over the freaking graveyard thing.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was gone for that session where you guys.
Can I have? I'll be nice to you because I like to be nice, but then I just don't give you inspiration because notes are important. Tim's.
He's been advised to get permission from the elders of the village of the Elk to visit the burial mounds and get information about obelisks and such. That's not very helpful. Knew that already.
The Weevil, Black Iron.
Okay. You start discussing with King Jarrod and mention the burial mounds. You mention that you're after items that may help you decipher and understand what's in the obelisks and potential giant relics that have been stored in the burial mounds. King Jarrod's face goes a bit more sterner at this point, and he's... Yeah, those burial mounds have been taken over by the Uthgardt barbarians and desecrated beyond belief. If you do, I can give you permission to go in and to set them back to hallowed ground. However, there will be an initiation first. You will have to join the tribe of the Elk to gain permission.
Hell yeah.
Oh, bro.
That was me. That was me not doing that.
Please let me with a good time. Take the medicals out, lock me up.
I think all three of us at the same time in unison go, "Did you say initiation? Did you say initiation?" Yes. Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
What's Maul Wolf Cloak? What's the Wolf Cloak?
That's because she's got a winter wolf cloak that keeps her warm.
Okay. Onyx runes. That's all I got. Gerald and Onyx runes.
Yeah. So basically, what you've been told is you're looking for. In modern terms, you're looking for like Rosetta Stone type things of how to translate the giant runes into a language that's useful for you. You're also looking at any potential giant relics within the burial mounds that may help you in deciphering the obelisks.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I wanted to give Tim a shot.
You try.
Well,
You try.
Tim never gets to talk, so I wanted to Pass off the mic to him.
I knew we were up here to get permission to do something. I just couldn't.
At least someone remembered, Bork. At least someone remembered.
It's like I
okay?
knew we needed to get permission or the blessing of these people to do something. I just missed.
Hey, I pitched in the burial mounds part. I had a part.
I said Ravens.
See? With our powers combined, we have a very vague idea what we were doing here.
We just Elon Musk Starlink this thing.
We just totally Noynek and the Revenger this. Good.
Yeah. This is great.
So on that note, for us to become a member of the tribe, at least an initiate, I'm not expecting you to become full members because, to be honest, full members, you won't be going back, you won't be leaving here. We are very much a nomadic tribe and we like to keep to ourselves. However, there are a number of initiations and a number of steps that we would need to require. First of all, please, each of you, we need to hear a story of your bravery, of your achievement. What's in your course of your adventuring career, however long that may be, you had to pick one moment that epitomizes your valor, your approach, who you are, your very being. What would you pick and why? And Noynek, as the leader of this party.
Oh, you got to give me more time than that.
Let's have a drink and be merry. And once we have relaxed, we will go into the sweat house together, all of us, and share our stories. And you can look, Tim's face is like going.
What? I just tried opening up to you guys about the dog, and you shut me down.
It's a good
I
thing.
didn't shut you down.
14 dogs on this thing.
It's a good thing I
I
have
didn't
chat.
shut you down.
It's a good thing I have Chat GPT, and I have an entire story in song form.
I'm ready.
Already.
I'm ready.
Okay, so for the next 10-20 minutes, you're having drinks.
You could have dropped this on us before the break, so I at least have 15 minutes to like come up with something.
No,
Really
this is on the trot. This is.
You can't use
You're-
Chat GPT.
And also, Gary, out of character, you're a DM now. You must have to think about these things really
That's why
fast.
I'm not DMing for you guys, because I'm not good at it yet.
Oh yeah,
I
right.
just DM for my kids.
Hey, there's good at it, and then there's good at it. I'm passable, so we'll just get through it.
If you're
So-
just passable, I'm horrible.
By this stage, my first campaign, we had a Holy Avenger and what was the
Got a
sword?
The Sun Sword.
Sword. Yeah.
Come on, but you gave
Level 5.
you gave somebody a sun sword at level 3.
I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. Everything I give is stuff that is like a one-time use. It's all expendable stuff. You can use it once and then it's gone forever.
Sounds like a good DM.
Because I learned from Tim. That was the first thing Tim told me about DMing. Don't give them the most powerful thing in the whole game at level 3. And I was like, noted.
My party on the other side has a cloak of billowing.
Dude,
All I have to say is, when Tim first did that out of character, I know this is going slightly. It's giving you time to think about things. See, I'm being nice.
I'm
Is-
busy listening to think, though.
Yeah, no, but think is when Tim first did that, I went, "You don't want to do that." And Tim was like, "It's fine, it's great." I went, "Tim, you'll regret this in a few levels." "No, it's fine. It's perfect. This is great. Look, he really likes the sword." And I was like, "Fine, Tim. That's if you want to do that, but you will regret this." And fast forward a few months, and I got a message from Tim going, "That bloody sun sword."
Yeah. So,
So, how about we start with Bork then, because he's done ChatGPT. So, Bork, you are given some smoke infusions. It's lots of steam going around you and various things, and you're asked to stand in front of the group and regale what you think is your what's happened over the past X amount of time. What one thing epitomizes you? What have you done that's, if you had to put it as your number one achievement, what would it be?
It's probably Paella Pan combat. If I had to say, that's my biggest epitome of what makes Bork awesome in combat is the Paella Pan. And out of nowhere, I produce a Paella Pan. And I go, it's
like, whoa. So how do you use that?
I go, well, one, you can go, and I disappear. Like, it's a shield.
It's a Paella Pan of invisibility.
Yeah, well, it gives me protection, and then I go, how big is this room?
It's big enough. You've got a bit of room.
Like, well, I'll open the door to the sauna and I'll go, watch, and I slide out. And I like, and then I slide back in. I go, it's good for mobility, and I use this with my friends to protect them, to protect myself, and to defeat the bad guys. And then
nice. Yeah. So in terms of that, then from what you've said, I take that you value friendship, you value protecting people, and ensuring that people survive. That is a noble and honorable trait to have as an initiate for the tribe of the Elk.
And paella pans. And you can make paella with it.
What's paella?
It's a great dish. I'll show you.
Okay. Who wants to go next, or is there somebody? Have they both thought about things? Okay,
I'll go.
Noinek.
All right. So here's what Noinek is going to do. Noinek is going to tell him about the experience with the Yetis when they yanked Bork out of the cave, and Noinek woke everybody up as he ran out. But while he's saying that out loud, he is going to telepathically tell him about the Tim Noinek Yeti hunting adventure and the near-death experience that they experienced that happened while they were doing that.
Okay, he sort of looks a bit befuddled when he's getting two sort of voices coming in his head. He's not used to this sort of thing, but he's like, again, another one that values friendship, even though sometimes you may not show it. I suppose that's a noble trait as well. Sometimes he said he's like, Yetis are not an easy quarry, especially. And he does say, especially 2-on-1 and coming out in success. What more can you ask for? That's that's an impressive hunt for sure. And Tim.
I'm like, I hear the story and I was like, okay, Noinek, that's the best thing that you did. Cool. I was like, well, Noble Jarek, this party as a team has fought ogres and yetis. If you remember, an adult green dragon. We've fought multiple yetis, and I show them my hair, but the fighting is the easy part. The hard part, in my opinion, is sustaining a fellowship, improving your worth to your companions, keeping your companions together in this cold north, fighting demons and devils and all sorts of things, fighting in the dark with no light, fighting in a place where we don't know where the end is and we don't know where we're going, but we're going to keep moving forward until we find what's right. I think that's our hardest challenge, and we fight that every day.
Strong words, my friend. Strong words. It takes one of noble heart to understand that it's not all about combat. even though I'm a barbarian tribe, it's without family we are nothing. And it seems that you have found your family with these adventurers around you.
I ruin it by just sobbing.
Somebody comes and puts one of the barbarians puts an arm around you and goes, there. It's okay.
It's the ale. This is really strong ale.
I clop up and I put my hand on his knee and I go, Sir Timothy, you are my friend, and I will make you paella.
Thanks, brother.
I don't want to be paella.
My name's Tim, not Paella. Sorry.
Yeah,
You've got to have dad jokes. Haven't
We
you?
do.
Over the next few hours, you are in and out of the Sweats Lodge. Also, you after an hour of being in the Sweat Lodge, you are requested to go out and either jump in the snow or the freezing water. Which one do you pick?
Water.
Snow. I'm a robot. I'm not jumping in the water.
Okay. So, Noynek and Tim hold hands and jump in the water.
Yeah.
No, we do not.
Come on, baby Bjorn him. Baby Bjorn him into the water.
Sploosh. The toys are in the water. Sploosh.
As you get in, the coldness sort of encases you, and you instantly want to sort of suck in as much air as possible. Can I have a Constitution saving throw from both of you, please?
Do I get advantage since I'm cooking anyways?
No. Because this is have you not heard about natural reactions when you jump into something really that cold?
Yeah, but I'm so hot that jumping into something cold is gonna help cool me down. I'm the only one out here with no clothes on.
You're fine. Roll.
It was a con?
Con?
Yeah, 14.
This is not gonna matter. I got a 4.
Okay. Tim goes in, head goes under, and instant reaction is to breathe in as much air as possible. Unfortunately, he's underwater, so he breathes in a little water. You go in, you fight it, you come out, you breathe air. Tim is currently bobbing around. What are you going to do, Noynek?
I'll grab him.
Okay.
I'm gonna act like
I'm passed out too.
I'm gonna act like I'm struggling too, and while I'm acting like I'm struggling, I'm gonna try to push him towards the shore.
Okay, for that then, can I have a performance check first of all, just to see how well you sell that?
My specialty. Oh, that's not bad. 16 minus 1, 15.
Okay, yeah, you managed to pull off a reasonable expectation that you're doing that. And can I have an athletics check as well, please?
Why can't I be more acrobatic? You always give me with athletics.
Because it's athletics. You're in the water with something.
That's gonna be an 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna be groping people again. Every
Yeah.
second I grope somebody.
You managed to get hold of Tim. You managed to pull but you struggle a little bit, but it probably adds to your story that you are thrashing around trying to sort this stuff out. But you do manage to get Tim's head above water a little bit, and you manage to get air. The first thing you see is Noynek near you, looking like he's pulling you in. But then you get out of the water thing, and you basically get told to jump in the snow and dry yourself off because the snow will help.
Okay. Ow. Right.
Because it does work. Promise it does take the moisture off
Are
you.
we like shirt cocking right now? Are we just like okay? Just like,
Jump in the snow, you dry yourself off, and once the snow comes off you, you are a lot drier, and then your Yeti skins are put over you.
Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Thought I was a better swimmer. That was fun.
A little chilly.
Old chili.
Polar
I
Bear
registered the
Society.
fact that was officially like the first banter. First banter. We just went back and forth.
I was wondering if you were
I'm
gonna
not
catch
gonna
that.
say anything. I'm just gonna like kind of turn away, like yes, yes.
Aw, this is like a love story happening in front of us.
It's a bruv story.
It's a bromance.
Bruv.
Yeah, right, bruv? Always sounds better in an English accent, that. Right, bruv?
Yeah, true. Bruv.
Okay, you are escorted back to the sweat lodge, and you are and there's a pipe that is being passed round.
Ooh.
It's like please inhale deeply, and this will enable us to see or help you out with your spirit quest of some kind to show you what animal you see on your as your a guide. And Bork, this will work for you. This is more spiritual than physical.
But how can I inhale? Could you breathe it into my face? I don't. What? I don't breathe.
Just suck. You'll be fine.
Put it in your nose hole.
I don't. I don't have that
You'll be fine.
capability. Hook it up to
Open
one of
your
my
trays.
hydraulic
Just like
lines.
it's got a tray in the front. I just open it up and put the pipe in.
Okay. So we'll start with Bork because it's a funny one. Bork, you have the smoke that seems to go around you permeate and come out through various sort of holes and crevices throughout your thing. So it feels extremely weird. You've not felt this type of sensation before. You start to feel that you're being sort of spiritually moved in a very far-flung place to the south. You're whooshing around, the wind's flying past you. As you start to look around, you start to see a town with a small number of houses, and as you start to get closer and closer, you start to see groups of people all forming, all moving south. You start to move round, you start to zone in, and in front of you, you see Lady Gladriel. Or Sister Gladriel. They seem to be moving south out of the city, the village that they are. As you get towards her, you see her look up as if she sees and senses you. And as you do that, you see an owl face appear on her head and move round and fly towards you. As it hits you, you look, and then you're back in the room where you are.
You're a Hooters girl. Woo!
You had to take that from that, didn't you? You had to take that from that.
Shellbucks to Hooters. Here we go.
Okay, we'll go back to you in a minute. You can discuss size down. Timothy, you take in your pipe, you breathe it in deeply. You hold it in for a little bit, and before slowly releasing it, you start to feel disoriented and a bit confused. However, when you open your eyes, you are in your training hall, back where you were a small knight aspirant wanting to be a paladin.
Thank you for not saying wannabe. Thank you.
No, I didn't say wannabe. No, I was trying not to use that word. I was just leave me alone. A squire, that's the word I was looking for. Squire. As you were going through, you are looking around, and there is a small mastiff dog that's there that is in front of you, that you're giving attention to. And he seems to be very much. And it's something that you remember, something that you forgot from your upbringing as a squire. That you're, let's just say, you're always focused on the objective of becoming a paladin. That was it. That was all I was looking at. And thinking back, there was a lot more times where there were animals and various things, and dogs especially. You seem to have connected to this mastiff. And as you look a bit closer, a greenish swirl appears around the mastiff, and like a spectral version of it comes and goes into your face, and you wake up back at the hall.
Are we all out?
No, Noinek. Noinek, you're given your nice. As you you breathe in, as you start to sort of feel, you end up going back into a time where you were in the Underdark, you were alone, you were. This is it's a strange one for you because it's something you don't really remember from your childhood. However, you got caught in a spider web, and the spiders down in the Underdark are dangerous creatures. They're all, especially as a deep gnome, they're always associated with a drow and someone the people that you despise with every being of yourself. However, this spider, you were caught in the web. However, this spider walking up your arm, and you were terrified, petrified. It never attacked you. It never bit you. It never. And not sure what to take from this, but it's, as you look at it a bit closer, the spider web seems to swirl, seems to turn into a green, go into the spider, and leave the spider and hit you in the chest, as if all strands can help you. Figure out what's happening, find the information. While spiders wouldn't have been your ideal choice if you had picked an animal as your spirit animal. However, looking at this, you see that what they can teach you and how they can actually show you to do things, and especially is who notices spiders in the middle of the rooms, who notices them in the corner of rooms. It could be useful. And you come back into the room. At this point, King Jorad says, do not discuss your spirit animal with anyone. That is personal. The fact that you have found your spirit animal is what matters. There's no such thing as a bad spirit animal or a good spirit animal. It's how you decide to use their meanings and how they progress your life. However, the fact that you have partaken in this ceremony, he then gives you an arm, sort of metal band that goes around each of your arms. As you put it on, it sort of clinks on around your arm. It's got the tribe of the elk, and it's got brazered in various things. He said anyone of the Reghead barbarians will recognize you as a tribe of the elk entrant, and you'll be deemed with as much honor as that is requested. Please do not bring dishonor to our name. Your word is important, as well as your actions. And with this, I give you permission to enter the burial mounds that were once the sacred grounds of the Reghead barbarians that have been desecrated by the Uthgardt barbarians. You have permission to take any items. You have permission to lay the guardians to rest. The guardians will be many, and to be honest, it's been several generations since we've been to the mounds. However, please can you desiccate? Please, can you perform these rituals over each of them as you are done to sanctify them in the name of the barbarians? And he gives you a scroll of the various rites that you need to do. And he said, once this has been done, it will put the land back at rest and enable the guardians to again fulfill their spiritual duties rather than manifest in this material plane. I will warn you though, several of the mounds may cause problems. The guardians are definitely arisen and restless, and the protection and being a member of the tribe of the Elk won't help you.
So we're on our own with that.
Yes, but you give them permission to go in and to perform and set the burials back to the way they should be. And he does verify that the map you were given earlier is the correct one. Tim?
Yes.
You look like you were going to say something.
No, I just realized I've got old Turn of the Undead.
It's a useless ability. Turn Undead's useless.
Certainly ruined Blandina's.
My homeboy book over here.
I've got some great healing spells. I don't know why a bard is a healer. That's what I don't get. But anyways,
because it's a
inspire healing, like with your inspiration and your joyous singing.
It's that classic thing.
So you're gonna realize why bards are broken when bards are awesome. They just take a minute to cook, like paladins.
oh, it's just funny. It's like I'm useless. Watch me fly on a paella pan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who wants to go back to
So we are.
BrynShander?
Are we gonna leave? We need to get my friend to Maul.
As I said, if you stay overnight, Mal will be here sometime tomorrow. Enjoy the time with your brothers and sisters of the tribe of the Elk. Join in.
Weird. You guys do really weird dances or anything at night? What do you guys do? What's the weirdest thing I can do here? Let's do this. Want all in. Tattoos? You got a tattoo guy? Let's go.
We have a tribal tattoo guy.
Okay. I'm gonna get a mastiff for no reason at all.
Is that on your? Is that on your forehead?
Yeah, no,
I mean, where else?
On a Mike Tyson tattoo.
So where do you want? Where do you want said tattoo?
Just, you know what I mean? Like, we'll do here. That's fine.
Okay,
As long as Tier's okay with it, I think he's all right with it.
that's fine. So you spend the next few hours with the tattoo artist from the tribe of the Elk. He's doing it the traditional way with ink from a seal and bones, and sort of doing it
Yeah.
Every now and then you go 1 point of healing, I'm fine. 1 point of healing, I'm fine. In fact, he says because he obviously doesn't notice this. You're taking this a lot better than most. You're very strong person. You're not even wincing while I'm doing this.
Thanks. All natural.
No cheating whatsoever happening here. But yeah, no, you spend the next few hours. You notice that he's done a very, very good job of a mastiff going down your left-hand side.
Look who the dogs. Who let the dogs out? Check it out.
Did you say who let the dogs out?
Who did?
Oh, and I used to like an owl. Yes, hell yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Nice. Well played, sir. Well played.
Oh.
This is so bad, it's great.
Okay, so you spend the evening with much joviality and drinking, and there's some drinking games if you want to do any drinking games. Obviously, Noinek, what do you want to do?
So while Tim is getting his tattoo, and in celebration of this occasion, I will actually drink with the barbarians. And yeah. So with Noinek being the way he is, he kind of loosens up a little bit, and he's kind of leaning on Bork, talking to him, mumbling or slurring his speech, talking about how great of a guy Tim is, and like that he's a good guy, but he needs to be more careful about who he trusts and stuff like that. Just general drunken.
You see an
babble.
antenna go. "Boing."
Is there question? Is there a red light? Is there a? The important thing about this is there a red light on the antenna because you're recording it.
Yes, absolutely. It's like this is going direct into Bork GPT. Bork GPT. Roger. Noinek likes
Okay.
Sir Timothy. Got it. This
Okay,
is
so
why.
you spend
This
the
is
2
while I'm cooking paella for the entire village.
Where are you getting the rice from?
I'm sure they have rice.
What kind of barbarian village wouldn't have rice? Oh wait.
I didn't say
That's
it was.
why-
I didn't say it was a good paella. It's just paella.
Yeah, but how can you have paella without a rice?
I'm sure they have something similar to rice.
Cauliflower or something. Mashed potatoes.
Just saying. That's why he was like paella. What's that?
Yeah, well, I'll show you, and I'll get a grain or some sort of starch thing, and I'll make a paella from it. Probably
Okay.
some scrimshaw, or whatever that fish is. We'll throw some of that shit in there, and
You mean some knucklehead
some
trout?
knucklehead trout. Yeah, like, bruh. And with that, I gotta go get my dog real quick, so I'll be right back.
Okay, so paella's going out to everybody. Everybody enjoys it. Tim comes back, and obviously you've been drinking a little bit as well. So Tim, you come back.
Check it out.
When he comes in, I'll actually wave at him and smile. Like, hey, Tim.
Hey, I'm going right over and I'm just diving in. I'm just gonna take this moment. Yeah. Sing
So
a song or something.
drinks are given round, and lots of cheering and lots of talk of the new entrance to the tribe of the Elk, and may they forever be part of our tribe.
You guys right.
Well, the stories that you have told, you have met the valor requirement. Yeah, there's very few of us, especially with your he looks at you and Zora, that have been marked by the Yeti. It's been many generations since anyone up here has been marked, so you must have proven yourself for that to happen. So it's impressive. And when you've been here, you've been discussing the stuff that you've been doing in various areas, and it's been a long time since a band of heroes has made this much influence on the north. The last lot, good 30 years ago or so.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So he said, "Yeah,
It was a big
No,
shoes
it's a-
to fill.
And he says, very big, especially if Wolfgar was still around. He would be honored to meet
My beer
people.
out like everywhere when you say that. And it's like, ooh, Wolfgar.
If Wolfgar was still here, he'd be honored to have you as members of the tribe.
Whoa. Cannon, he said it. The DM said it. Wolfgar would be proud. All right, game over. And I walk back. See you later.
The evening passes with no problems. Could I have another Constitution check from you, please? Noinek. This will be the last one, hopefully.
16.
Nice. You just about make this last check in terms of keeping it together, but you are now burning up from the inside. In the morning, must have been the beer. You wake up in the morning. Well, the beer helped you or you didn't? Which way? Not sure. As you wake up in the morning, you're given breakfasts, you're given various things, lots of sort of clapping your hand on the back of your head, and various giving you, hang on, this is beer in the morning, but that's fine. After about an hour, there is some commotion outside. And who were you expecting? Mal and who?
Emil.
Yep.
Mal
So-
Calendar.
Mal and Samil and two of the larger guards from the tribe of the Elk down with Garrick arrive. As Mal walks in, she looks directly at you, Noinek, and goes, you and I need to have a conversation.
Who?
Agreed.
Who?
She doesn't even acknowledge anybody else. She looks straight to Noinek. Mal,
Kind of look over at Bork, like, ew.
please come with me. And and it definitely wasn't a request. It was more of a, you are coming with me.
I'm gonna pick Bork up out of the snow and kind of walk at a
Brush him off.
Yeah.
I whisper, I go, Noinek actually likes you.
I can only be so honored, and I keep walking.
Just
You
let
see,
you know.
you see Noinek being led into the sweat tent. As he goes into the tent, the door shuts behind him, so it's just Noinek and Mal in there. And she sits down, cross-legged, gestures you to do the same, Noinek.
Yep, I do.
So the spirits have told me to come here. What can I do for you?
I'll tell her about the fevers I've been having, and basically my whole backstory of what's going on with all of that.
Okay, so she goes, so you are at odds with your heritage. You have, well, it's, the past has a habit of creeping up with you, especially when you bottle it deep inside you for so long. We are who we are who we were. Moving forward, we must embrace what we were and what we are. If we hide what that is and we keep that hidden from others, it can only do harm. And these, your symptoms that you're getting are the manifestation of your will being broken and being subverted into trying to reject your past and your upbringing. Your upbringing in your past is never bad. It's how you use it and how you move forward with your heritage. All I can say is you need to come to terms with your heritage and what that means to you. Otherwise, it will kill you. This is just a start. I have seen others that have rejected their upbringing, they've rejected their heritage, rejected their family. And that's fine. That is part of who you are. But you can't deny it. It is what you are. If you need to repent or if you need to embrace, that is up to you. And how you use that is the key element here. Is there anything I can do to assist? Is there anything you want to talk about? We can journey on a spiritual quest and ask guidance of your spiritual animal. They can assist. They can always help. They are much more at one and at peace with ourselves. So how can I help? I'm here to serve. My spirit animal has told me this is the place I need to be.
Nonek will say, these people that I'm traveling with are good people. They've, in spite of my resistance to be a part of their group, they've kept me alive for no better reason than that they are just good people. I can't allow myself to make the same mistakes that I've made before and have these people get hurt. I'd rather just suffer through what I'm suffering through and die than to let that happen.
Why would knowing and acknowledging your heritage cause them pain, cause them grief? From what you're saying, you not being here anymore will cause them a level of grief that you're not used to.
Think of it that way.
It's your choice. It's your choice.
The leather of the tent. I was thinking.
There's a red light. There's just a red light poking through underneath. Just
They
like
obviously, the group you're with obviously has a strong bond. Yes,
They do.
everyone.
My fear is that they will come to rely on me, and as has happened twice in my past, I'll fail again and cause somebody to die because I'm not capable of protecting them.
That is understandable, but you have, in your own words, been part of this group now. You have protected people.
They've kept me alive. I've rarely protected anybody.
So have you, in this group, have you ever kept any of them alive?
Yeah. But
So without you, they would
we're
be
far
dead.
from even.
It doesn't matter. Even doesn't matter.
Without me, we wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place.
How do you know that's the truth? Would you? I've not been involved, but in that situation, somebody else would have been there. Would they have been as capable as you? Would they have been able to keep
More
people
capable.
alive as you?
I think
That's-
if
that's-
it had been
that's-
somebody else, then it wouldn't have come to that.
That is an interesting conversation. This is your own choice, and it can only be your choice. No one can make this for you. However, the fact that you're with this people and they haven't kicked you out shows you that they value you. Yes, that does come with its consequences of they may come to rely on you, and that's for you to decide what to do. But a tribe is made up by individuals. The tribe of the elk. We are definitely not as strong on our own as we are together. There's been many hurdles and many challenges we have overcome together, whereas an individual or a very small number of us would not have been able to do that. So if you feel that you're able to do this all on your own and not let people down, that is your choice. But look deeper. Look at the people around you. Even if you make mistakes, the true value of friendship is being able to look past those odd mistakes and see the direction and see the goodness within people.
You're on.
But this is for you to deal with. But if you do not come to terms with it soon, looking at your spirit within you, this is something that it will cause you problems sooner rather than later.
What can I do?
I know little about your heritage you've not told me, but what do you wish to do? What are you holding back? What are you not what is so wrong or scary or worrying from your past that you are not willing to move forward with?
My weakness got my brother killed, and then I left home out of shame for that, and I was taken in by a good friend, and my can't think of the word, zeal, my desire to protect him also got him killed. I thought I was helping, but I was wrong, and I made a mistake, and it got him killed.
Cause and effect. Unfortunately, you don't know. How long were you with your friend?
I don't remember.
A while.
Several years.
Yeah, several years. So how do you know that during those several years, the fact that you were there, you prolonged his life rather than him dying or being lonely or being... We cannot know every answer or every journey or every direction, every decision we make. We can only be in the now. We can only be there for what we need to do. If we double guess everything and triple guess everything, we'll never make any decision. Your friend that unfortunately did die, he lived a full life. He was there with a friend, which is yourself, and he died. That, unfortunately, does happen. If you weren't there, though, if you want to double guess everything, he could have died 3 years before that. Based on that, you as an adventurer between yourself, you sorted out some orcs or sorted out some goblins or sorted out an issue that he couldn't have done on his own. Can't always look at the negatives. You have to look at the whole picture. Whilst that's hard, this is deeper than that. This is going back to your family's power, your family's heritage, your family's abilities. If that is something that you are bottling up and rejecting, that's what's causing this problem. It's not your actions since then. This is, did you have a path that you were expected to trodden, but you rejected?
Yes.
Is that something that you are adamant against, or is that something you can come to terms with? If you can come to terms with it, you don't have to follow it. But the feeling that you are so wholeheartedly rejecting that within your being at the moment is what's causing the splits within your spirit.
It's not that I reject it, it's more that I fear it.
Maybe you need to see and face that fear. There comes a time in every person's life where you have to stop running, turn around and face it. And yes, there will be consequences. Yes, there may be good or bad consequences. But constantly running will expedite your death. And I'm sure your friends and your family and yourself, you're not willing to just lie down. You've got this group has got greatness amongst them. And this world, hey, this whole realm needs adventurers like you now more than ever. however reluctant, however unanticipated, these things come to happen. So the sooner you come to terms with who you are, where you come from, the way forward is always a bit grey. No one can see in the future. But looking at the past and accepting it, that is a start. If you don't look back as far as you can and accept your path, it won't be long until your spirit is irreparably damaged. But hopefully, with guidance of your friends and guidance of your peers, and I see from your arm now that you are a member of the Tribe of the Elk. All of our tribe members are here now to look after, protect, and to encourage you. We are stronger together than we are apart. Do you have anything else I can do for you whilst we're here?
Do you have any advice for how I can go about accepting my heritage? I don't know what the next step is.
The next step is stay here, be part of a spirit, contact your spirit, find out what you want to do. It's very much a personal thing. No one can dictate what you need to do, but as long as you have the willingness to approve and to accept yourself, healing can happen and you can move forward. At the moment, I feel a deep resentment within you of something that is, you're blocking that level, that past, so you don't want that to impact what you're doing. In any shape or form, there's a blocker there. However, it's for you to decide to lower that block. I know it's easier said than done, but it's something that is, once achieved, it is easy. You are in the power of doing that. Opening the floodgates and releasing your inner history, your inner knowledge, that's not going to cause you any problems moving forward. It just proves now that you accept what you got moving forward, and it will stop these fevers. You do not need to advance that. You do not need to take that or to follow that path. However, doing so, that is your choice.
Yell at me, Tim.
Oh, can we be outside the tent though, listening?
No.
Damn it.
However, Noinek, Mal gets up, claps you on the back and says, stay in the tent for as long as you need. And she walks out. As you two are outside, a reasonable distance away, because there are guards, they're not making sure you're not as Mal walks past, and she turns to both of you and says, he needs your friendship.
And I just start, I'm going forward.
No, he's on his own. Oh, she grabs you. He's on his own for now, but when he leaves the sauna, he will need your friendship, he will need your support. He's a troubled one for sure, but he has a heart of gold.
Just hush her lips. Hey, nobody's a bigger friend than me. To that man.
And I go, except for me. Just you wait.
That's okay. As long as someone loves him hard, I'm in. You can outlove him. This is great.
So Noinek, you are in there. What do you want to concentrate on? What do you want to think about, and what do you want to do?
I will focus on. I'll kind of go over the ritual that I went through, and try to kind of think about what I may have missed, or what maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention the first time through, distractions and that kind of thing, and kind of focus on what I've seen from my family and how they do things, and kind of reflect on all of the information that I was taught as a child. And
okay, So as you start to think about your history and think about your family, one thing that sticks in your mind, strangely you've not thought about for years, was a small, insignificant, in your mind, one of the little nursery rhymes that used to go around in your heads when you were younger. You don't know the words to it, you're not picking up all the words, but you're picking up that it was along the lines of self-sacrifice and empowerment, and looking at and it's, you come to a realization that the powers that you've been concerned about and the ones that you saw that your family were using for, let's just say, not the nicest reasons. You were always pretty scared of them because they always looked a bit too vengeful, a bit gruesome. But you look at them, you feel, and you actually go, there's another way of using them. If you're using them to protect people, to ensure people's safety, to keep friends with your close friends, to keep, and that is, they have their uses. Some of the stuff you've seen isn't based on the powers, it was based on their personality and the way that they were used. And it's like, how did I miss that? The powers themselves were definitely not evil, definitely not nasty, definitely not gruesome. However, their use of them were. And some of it twigs at that point, and you're like, actually, it's just like a sword. A sword can be used for good, can be used for bad. It's a tool. The actual motivation behind using that tool is the important bit. That makes you feel a little bit more, actually, yeah, this heritage is not evil, it's not bad, it's not. No, there's definitely some. You come at the end of your spirit quest feeling that actually it's not as bad as you thought it was. It's definitely, there's hope, and you whilst with that realization, you feel your temperature slowly coming back down to normal, and you're like, well, actually, I'm not a turmoil in myself anymore. There's actually, if I want to follow that path, I'm able to do so and not feel that I would be compromising who I am. Which was your biggest point of this. You didn't want to, you would feel that you would lose control of who you are and stop being yourself. And that isn't the case. It's how you use it. And if you choose to use it in a certain way, you'll be fine. So you come out of your trance, you actually have a bit of a shiver, bit of a, put the cloak around yourself as you start to leave. Yeah, you're for the first time in probably about a week, you've started to feel the cold again.
All right.
Noynek, as you leave the sweat hut, you open the door, feel the shiver. You see Noynek, you see Tim and Bork in front of you. As you walk towards them, the wind hits you. You put your cloak around you as if trying to keep warm. You two notice that he hasn't felt cold for a long time, but now he's feeling a little bit on the chilly side as he walks towards you. What do you guys want to do?
I got Bork right here.
First off, there's music playing in the background. You guys can't hear it right now, but
Let's go.
it's friendship music.
Is this friendship music?
Do it.
Play some music.
It's playing right now.
I'm gonna let Moynick and so let's go by the river here. I know it's not
Atimus says he can hear it.
Oh, you can hear it? Without Moynick, we're just gonna walk in the river. It's like, excuse me if I sound like Dick Vitale, but I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is this song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It might be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. But I'll put down in words how wonderful life is. You in the world. That's all I
And
got.
Tim takes 11 in Bard. Tim takes 11 in Bard now.
That was really good. That was really good.
I'll just sit down on the riverbank next to Tim, kind of pat him on the back, and that's about as far as he's gonna go.
I'm gonna skip a rock.
It's frozen, that far.
It skips really far.
Yeah. I know it's a little bit early, but I think that's a very good spot to end it.
It is.
Whew.
I'm glad I was able to find some friendship music right there on the fly.
But no,
Buddy.
well done, guys. You had no combat this game again. Go on.
I mean, was there combat though? There was. You know what I mean?
Inner turmoil and all that.
We did. We fought the demons against anti-friendship. We got
Yep.
there.
I
Thank you.
found out that apparently I am supposed to open a Hooters right next to Shellbucks. You know, odd.
You may have misinterpreted your spirit animal.
A lot of Noynek in that session.
There was a lot of noise in that session.
Very Noynek
This is
session.
the best session ever. This is great.
Absolutely.
This is great.
This was amazing. I might
Now
have.
if we TPK amongst brothers, you know what I mean? Like we broke some barriers down. Yeah.
And look,
Brother
there was
sisters out there, Sora and Moriana.
dog mushing as well. What more can you ask for?
That was a good one.
That was good stuff. That's good stuff. Well, we're sitting at 547 followers. So if we get to 550, you know, in the meantime, we'll probably do the giveaway next session. So be on the lookout for that. Do we want to raid Dork Tales or Little Dinky News?
She said Dork Tales first.
Dork Tales it is. Dork Tales,
Who's got the least? Who's got the least amount?
Dinky News.
Let's get in there.
Little Dinky News, we're coming for you.
No, shout out, but let's go
Yeah.
for us little guys.
Everybody stick around. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We will be back next week. Hopefully the same time. Well, it might be an hour earlier. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week with Quint and the crew in Axel. Yeehaw! So
There's lots of undead, and we're about to die.
yes.
Is what's happening.
So they're playing some Baldur's Gate 3. So give them some love. We'll see you guys next week.
Sound.